Brat. The boys are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of Top 4 Podcast. I'm your host for this evening until Peter arrives a little bit later on. I'm the host. My name's Oscar. I'm a Chelsea fan, and I'm very, very happy because Cole Palmer has done it again, and we're winning games, and we're in the top 4, and life is good. And I'm joined by Ernie, a Manchester United fan.
Hey, you flip that coin, you flip that Chelsea coin. It's looking peak on that other side.
I think today's going to be a fun episode. I can't even lie to you.
Oh man,
I'm looking forward to it. Big up to Hart in the comments. He's the only one commenting. He said, 2-man podcast. No, there's more of us on the way. This is going to be one of those Royal Rumble podcasts where people just start rolling in one by one. So we start with 2, but as to Adrian's here, I don't know where he is, but he's on the way, and then Peter will be joining.
Adrian's hovering.
Yeah. So don't worry, you'll get your usual banter from the rest of them. Of course, Tahar's already clocked it. Robinho, criminal. Bro waited for United to get packed before he leaked. But to be fair, Peter warned us that this is going to happen anyway. Peter said last week, Robin is not going to be here, so United are going to lose. That's just how it was meant to go. But anyway, we've got Adrian in the building. AD, what are you telling me? He's lost.
All good. All good, man. Let the games begin.
Listen, let's let the games begin. All right. How does Peter normally do this? What was you lot's highlight of the weekend? I'll start with you, Ernest. What you got for me?
The highlight of the weekend?
Yeah. That's normally how Peter starts, isn't it?
Because
Can be football related. Doesn't have to be football related.
Highlight of the week. Highlight of the weekend. You got to come back to me. My mind is that question threw me off.
Adrian, you got anything for us?
No, man, fairly mundane. To be fair, ending it well with a couple barbecues. Also took in Nines' new thing as well. Apparently, it's the last. It's the yeah, man.
Nah, I hear it. I haven't heard Nines' new album. Is it good?
You know what? I think it is what it says on the tin. I feel like he's going out before he goes outside, kind of thing. Like, it's all right. It's a decent album. It's not up there with his best, but nah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna miss his projects, therefore.
Okay.
Is this a retirement thing?
Yeah. He's basically going to be washed up.
I don't believe it for a second, though.
No. The album's literally called "Quit While You're Ahead."
No, I get it, but like all the best rappers have quit at once and then they're back.
But
you know what I mean? Jay-Z retired at one point. I'm pretty sure Wayne retired at some point.
Wayne retired, I believe. I remember.
Yeah, so like,
because he literally in the interview, he literally said, "People keep telling me about Jay-Z," and he's like, "I'm not Jay-Z." Like he's basically he's in his own lane. He's like, he's not a rapper. He keeps telling me about I City this, I City that. He's got a film studio and whatnot. Like apparently, the music it's not really for him no more. Don't know.
Anyway, shout out to I City boys. My highlight of the weekend was Netflix released a documentary about a certain guy, Vinnie Mac. I watched 6 episodes of just filth, pure filth. It was horrific. This guy's a horrible human being. But if you get a chance, watch that Vince McMahon documentary because it's elite.
Hey, Oscar, you know, it's mental.
What?
He shaped bare of our lives, you know.
He did, man. He did.
It's crazy.
He did, because he's brilliant. He's a brilliant, sick, twisted individual. But yeah, man, he needs to be in prison. I'm not gonna lie, for a long time.
Why aren't geniuses clean?
Yeah, they can't, man.
You can't be. That's what makes you a genius. Like you have to.
No, but like, why is there always some controversy that's like potential jail time according to the audience?
What about Kanye?
Why is there always like this thing with geniuses where it's like you're either damaging like yourself or you're damaging society? Because Kanye really has damaged himself.
Yeah,
Vince.
I think there's a saying that I've heard you say before. It's absolute power corrupts.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
So if you from I don't want to give any spoilers away, but from the Vince McMahon documentary, everything was pretty normal until he got on a massive.
Does genius equate power though?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I think it brings power.
I think genius breeds influence, and influence is for me a very close relative of power. If not the same.
Interesting.
Because to me,
All
power is your ability to do something, but influence is by the very mere fact of you being who you are. Somebody has been inspired to do something that you've endorsed or you actually do.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I think influence and power are like husband and wife.
Because there's a lot of these man when they become multi-millionaires, you know, your Diddy's, your Epstein's, your Weinstein's, your Vince McMahon's, they can't control the power that's underneath them without abusing somebody. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I think it's a very, very fine line between like genius and madness can appear in ways like what Vince McMahon. I haven't watched the documentary, but like what he appears to have done. The industry that can I say he built? Did he build the wrestling, the modern
as
wrestling?
we know it,
as
we know it, yeah.
Brick by brick.
Could have went bust without him.
Yeah. As we know it, he built it. David, are you around? Welcome.
They was eating custard creams.
Sorry, people. I ain't eating all day. Sorry. Apologies for my lateness, but yeah.
No worries, man.
No worries. Are you eating that nastiness I saw on the timeline?
Nah.
The bun with the onion and the cheese.
Nah, proper food today, man.
Oh, that Winston Churchill dish.
Mate, that dish was
horrific.
It was horrific.
That was like a third of an onion.
But David, you well? You good? You had a good weekend?
Yeah, bruv. The spirit of stupidity was around this weekend, bruv. I'm just
we're gonna get
some teams got away with it, some didn't, innit? So you know what I'm saying.
All right, let me jump into
working. Stamford Bridge, it was there. Park, it was there. Definitely at OT, it was in abundance.
It was paying mortgage at OT.
It's the freaking landlords.
Bruv, Emirates, it was there.
Yeah. Let me shout out everybody in the comments and then we can get straight into the football because I want to talk Man United in a second. Baraka says, highlight of the weekend, celebrating my little sister's birthday, Vincent Kennedy McMahon documentary, Falcons beating the Saints, Chelsea win, and Biolab explosion right after we got hit by a hurricane. Goodness me.
Wow.
That's a weekend.
That's a movie.
Bruv, that hurricane is serious, bruv. Stay safe, cuz.
Yeah.
Big up little sis as well, though.
Yeah, big up little sis. Endo says, highlight my weekend. Just started jiu-jitsu training on Saturday.
That sounds
I was
live,
in for a rude awakening. Yo, big up the people that are staying active, man. Whenever someone tells me about that, I'm always like, yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. All right, let me get into some comments and then we can start off as we mean to go on. Taha says, big up top four. Big up yourself. He says, ETH hold. Palmer is the best player in the league right now.
Agreed.
Can't really argue with that.
He's also said the streets are saying that Pep is crying about losing Palmer while his boy Foden is sitting on the bench when it really matters. All right. He's also asked, where's Murad? Where's Nat? They'll be on the way, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll be here when it's time to talk Arsenal.
Yeah, Murad's got another off to the inspection. That's what's keeping him. But yeah,
it could be. Baraka says, big up top four. Shout out to SW6. He says top four. I can't see what those emojis are, bro. I'm sorry.
It's the salute and then the glasses.
How could you see it?
Well, must have a Mac or something.
Obviously.
Bro. All right, salute then. Salute. Big up David, always with the comments. He says, big up top four. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend and have a great week. Top four will always be number
David,
one.
Man.
And now winning awards soon.
Amen.
Endo says, of course, Ernest is here after United vlogging, bro. Are you only available when United gets smashed?
Yes. Yeah.
That's all we can afford.
This is it.
So we got to pick it
Who
wisely.
wants to win? Who wants to win games?
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Endo says David says top 4 soon win awards. Yeah, of course. And then Taha says, yo, who's got that background noise?
Hey, Adrian, that's
AD, you might need to mute.
is that me?
I don't know what someone's vacuum cleaning in that yard. I don't someone's hoovering, someone's brought a Dyson out. I don't know what happened there.
Where's it gone?
Yeah, it's gone. You can unmute now. It's low.
Someone's
I can still hear it, but it's low.
in the background.
Yeah. All right, cool. When it's time, we'll discuss it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, first game, of course, we have to go straight to Old Trafford. Sunday night, prime time, Super Sunday, a top 6 clash between Manchester United and Spurs. Guys, whitewash. Spurs 3, Manchester United 0. We're here again. We're here again. I saw a tweet today that said to me, Ten Hag has conceded 3+ goals for Man United 25 times. Is that correct? Manchester United, 3+ goals 25 times. This is outrageous.
We've won one of the last 9 European games.
Yeah, that's
guys. AD. It's him. It's AD. You have to mute until you're talking because we can't hear. So what was the stat of this? You won 1 in the last 9.
We've won one in the last. I think as of FC20, we've won 1 in the last 9 European games. I saw the things. I should have gathered all the things I saw today. I saw somebody put it up on Twitter of all the games we've lost, 3+. Oh, it was easily 20.
What? Someone had the list.
Someone had the list on Twitter. Someone had the list on Twitter. And I think, I liked it, and I was like, yeah, this is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, go on. Oh, this was just the person said some of Ten Hag's losses. So this is just some.
4-0,
City,
7-0, 6-3.
Copenhagen, Chelsea, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Palace, Liverpool, Spurs. Goodness me!
Like I know for a fact, there's only one City. There's 2 City results here. Is that it? I feel like there's more. Yeah, because City beat us 6-3, and then they beat us 3-1 last year, I believe. So I think there's like 3+ goal results from City alone, just City. Do you know what I mean? There's bare man, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is just 15 results. And we're talking about 3 seasons of this guy. Do you know what I mean? So, there's bare, man. There's bare. None of these results include Bayern Munich. And they beat us 4-3 last season. These results don't even include Bayern Munich. So, like, for me, listen, hey, SW, we have to get the receipts, dog. Know what I mean? Like we can't just be talking. Me and Oscar were talking about like me watching games back after way after the games is done. And I said I love doing it because I like, in good and bad, I want to see patterns. I want to see what the manager is cooking, good or bad. So if I defend him, I have a reason to defend. And then if I don't, I have a reason to say this is why I want this guy out. I think the biggest highlight to me in the last 3 seasons, because just for the record to show, I allowed his first season as much as I had questions, because ultimately I think there was enough in there for me to say, okay, you finished 3rd. But then I also looked at the fact that we lost 9 games in his first season. We lost 9 games in the Premier League in his first season. We like insanely, extremely, like unadulteratedly relied on Marcus Rashford that first season.
He had his best season ever.
Best season ever. And then there we go, 1-0, Bournemouth.
Oh snap! I'm not even watching the game. Who's playing? Bournemouth and Southampton.
Evan Nilsson. And then I kept saying, I don't know if you guys remember, that if Chelsea and Liverpool were serious, I don't think we'd make top 4 that year.
That year. Yeah.
I kept saying it that year. If Chelsea and Liverpool were serious, we don't make it top 4. What happened last year? Chelsea and Liverpool were more serious than us, and we finished 8th.
And Villa was serious.
And Villa was serious as well. So, it's just one of them ones where I think the biggest thing to me is that Manchester United fans are not beating the allegations of not knowing what a winning structure looks like. They know what winning feels like, but they don't know what winning structures look like. So I was listening to Culture Cams and Liaz on Bleacher Report, and Cams was saying this is the worst midfield he's seen in the post-Fergie era. And I'm trying to think of one worse than this.
So yesterday you lined up with Bruno, Mainu, and Ugarte. And you think that's the worst?
I think it's the worst midfield I can think of from an athletic perspective. Technically, they might be better, but I think when it comes to the Premier League, the trifecta of a bit of merit or metrics is athleticism, technical ability, and all-round desire. I think we mock it all the time, but desire and passion have a lot to do with why a team like Bournemouth can play the way they played against Chelsea when Chelsea won that day. Do you know what I mean? From a technical perspective, Chelsea are superior. Do you know what I mean? But these white boys in these teams are on this thing. Do you know what I mean? All these mid-table midfield guys are taught that if they want it enough, something could affect the game. And I think United are living in a false reality of technical ability. It's that, this is a very cute little Dutch sort of style team, and it's a proper, like, our midfield is a false dawn. Our midfield is entirely a false dawn. It doesn't make sense from a recruitment perspective, and doesn't make sense from a balance perspective. If you say you want to deal with Tottenham's press, you have to match them athletically. Because I thought they were going to play Basuma and Papsar, and I thought we were going to get moved to anyway if they played that midfield. Now, for me, I don't know if you guys remember, I told you, Kobe Mainoo's first few games where he started, I said he plays like a Ghanaian. He's very relaxed.
Is that to do with his intensity?
Like, he's not intense in the way that you want a midfielder to be in the Premier League, or at least an 8. You look at McAllister, you look at Endo last season. 2 players you look at from a height perspective, you're like, can they hang in Liverpool's midfield? And they were there.
Can I ask a question though in regards to that? Is it to do with the way that Manchester United play, where it's very back and forth? Like, you require a lot of running from your attackers.
The thing is, because people keep talking about the way United play. This is our identity. Oscar, I've been telling you guys this from Wolverhampton at home, first game of the season last season. He wants NBA finals.
Yeah, I just don't
Celtic
get it.
versus Miami Heat. That's what he wants.
I don't get it.
End to end. Adrian, the video I showed you yesterday, the level of detail that is required to be able to execute a Ten Hag system well means all of you are 8s. All of you are Yaya Toure.
Exactly. You cannot control a game. There's no midfield positional discipline because you're consistently running back and forth.
You're consistently doing that.
And it was perfectly the example of this is perfect in the first Spurs goal, because it's literally a United break. You guys are trying to play Garnacho in, the ball gets stopped. All of a sudden, Van der Ven, he just runs straight. The guy doesn't do no dribble, no shimmy.
It was like the Bible. Let my people go.
On this podcast, how many times have we seen that goal?
Nah, honest.
Not many, but as in what?
Adrian.
No,
How
as in a
many
centre half.
times under Eric Ten Hag have we seen that goal?
A centre half pick up the ball and just run.
I'm saying not like for like in a centre back has to run through. I'm saying somebody is able to cut through our midfield.
Often.
Yeah, of course.
And get to the 18-yard box and just press X. I've seen that goal, guys. Last season, I told you I've seen that goal 20 times. The numbers increased.
But brother,
I've seen that goal better. What was the goal? What was the goal against Luis Diaz? The take your pick, the first or the second goal. Take your pick. Both goals are one edge of the pitch being ran through, and somebody presses X, either a lobbed pass or a ground pass, and it is easy. It's easy. And so again,
and the fullback is nowhere to be found, bro.
The fullback is nowhere to be found. Like for me, I feel for Dallo. I think Dallo was at fault for one of the goals. Was it the first one?
That first one, where was he? You've lost the ball.
But David, I'll be honest here. It's 100% his fault.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I can't even say it's Dallo's fault because I can think about 4 guys who should have intercepted that.
Yeah. But Dallo,
I was thinking the same thing because they did on Match of the Day. They showed like at the beginning of the run, he's next to Brennan Johnson. They're at the same level, and he just doesn't follow him. But on the other side, this guy's had a clear run through 8 man. It's a pass into Garnacho from Bruno. Yeah.
The set. I don't know if it's destiny, but he intercepts, and Rashford is onto the ball. Rashford has a poor touch, which spreads the ball away from the danger. Garnacho is closer to the ball, but mistouches the ball, thinking that Rashford's going to touch it. Van der Ven comes from nowhere, bow, touches the ball, and he's off. From then, I see Delict. He's on his bike. I think Ugarte was there as well. Mazraoui's there as well. And I had a conversation in the shop today, and I said I might be wrong, but I think even Onana could intercept that. It's close enough to him. My point is, it's close enough to him where, do you remember the shot that they had that Mazraoui clears?
Yeah,
I think Onana can do the same thing. I think Onana can do the same thing. Now, this is just me. I'm beating a dead horse. It doesn't matter if you could or you couldn't. The issue is the reason why Manchester United should have gotten rid of this guy in the FA Cup final is because ultimately, guys. What does 50 Cent say? If it rattles like a snake, if it moves like a snake, if it hisses like a snake, are you going to wait to get bitten? It doesn't make sense. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Ten Hag has shown us, guys, I swear to you, the Wolverhampton game was when I started to, I was scared. Because guys, Wolves should have scored 4.
Which game is this?
Wolverhampton last season when Onana debut and
Onana did the madness. They should have won that game.
Guys, this is scary. That
was a Monday Night Football. We watched it while doing the pod.
Wasn't that the first game of the season?
Yeah. First game of the season. Yeah. And they broke through us, and everyone kept saying it was Casemiro, and I was like, I jumped on the Casemiro bandwagon, but then it was the Liverpool game this year. I said, no, this is not Casemiro, This is a system issue. This is a system issue. Now, yes, we should get rid of Casemiro. Yes, we overpaid. Yes, we made the wrong signing. But one signing does not make your team good or bad. Like, one guy doesn't do it.
No.
So ultimately, the demand I've always made of every manager, if Ten Hag is the guy to stay, because I think he's going to stay, and I think at worst, we'll get the international break, he'll be sacked. And at best, he'll get sacked tonight. But I think 3 things happen. Either they keep him because, like I said, if you sack him after you extended his contract, you look like an idiot. If you give him an extension and you sack him now, you look like a fool. Because why didn't you just give another manager the job? But if you get rid of him now, you save yourself a lot of nonsense because it's September. We can from an optimistic perspective, we can salvage October, November, December, and then the second half of the season. And then we can deal with the rest of the squad and who needs to go later. But the next manager's job is to maximize the potential of the squad. I have said this for every manager. If I have a house that has a kitchen in it that has only a toaster and a microwave, and I have no oven, I'm going to make it work until I get an oven. I'm not going to say that I need to get an oven, and if I don't get an oven, I can't coach. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Make some toast.
You have to make. Listen, why is it that other managers can come into their teams, and yes, we know what Tottenham need. We know what Tottenham need in their team. If Tottenham got a quality striker and 2 wingers, Tottenham are cooking.
Yeah.
Spurs are cooking if they get that.
I'm seeing a comment. Shout out to RSV. He says, there's no point in sacking ETH if Bruno and Rashford continue running that dressing room. Those players also need to get out. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary that they are contracted until 2028.
And RSV, if I say I don't agree, I'm a liar. But my point is, getting rid of those guys today is one of the most unrealistic things you can do.
Yeah.
Like, I wish Rashford and Bruno both went in the summer. But either we outprice teams to buy them, or they wouldn't leave anyway because they're on fat contracts. Again, just like Phil Jones, just like a lot of other players, Manchester United is the last straw. Nobody's grabbing these guys if it's not for us. So if you put me on 300 a week and you tell me I got RSV, no, agreed. We're not. I see where you're coming from, but if you say that these guys are on 300 a week, who wants to sign these guys? Like Chelsea Sancho said he's willing to take a pay cut to go to Chelsea because nobody's paying Sancho what we were paying him. Nobody is. Nobody in their right mind anyway. So essentially, I would love Bruno to go. I'm actually ecstatic he's on a red card because I don't have to see him for the next 3 games. Because if it wasn't for the red card, Ten Hag's not dropping him. Ten Hag is not dropping him.
Yeah, he's. But I think that Ten Hag has to fix what's going on more importantly than we talk about players.
Absolutely. And for me, the reason why I want him gone is because I know he's not going to fix it.
God, it's done, bruv.
Oscar, David, Adrian. What in the living... Bruv, why is Ahmad on the bench against Tottenham?
Mate, you told me, bruv.
No, honestly. Does Garnacho have news on you? Like,
I said the best available winger did not play from both teams.
I don't understand. What, like we've said for 18 months, Ahmad is the best right winger we have after Voldemort left. Why are you still playing somebody who's not better than
Voldemort?
He who cannot be named.
Yeah. So don't worry, David. It will sink in. It will sink in soon. Yeah. After, like, that's how I even tweeted. I even tweeted yesterday. I said, listen, if I'm Ahmad, I'm looking for a new club today. He's 22 years old. Somebody. Like, I cannot believe Ahmad does not start every game. I can't believe it. You've gone through, you tried to fool us into thinking Anthony's good enough to play. And Anthony is dead. So play the best guy you have. That's another thing with Ten Hag. Ten Hag will overcomplicate this football thing like his quantum mechanics. He will overcomplicate this thing. Wow, it's mad. It's mad. So for me, again, people are laughing at Arsenal's tactics at the City game. I'm like, guys, half of the teams in the league need to play like this most of the season. Half of the teams in the Premier League need to be sitting back and countering because you don't have the quality.
Talk that talk.
You don't have the quality to go toe to toe with the Neanderthals of this league. You don't.
When I watched this game,
if Manchester United had sat back yesterday, we could have at the very best salvage a draw. We were getting dominated at home by Tottenham Hotspur. That's insane to me. That is insane to me. But yeah, if for me, again, before I close, the biggest victory for me yesterday was that Manchester United fans finally realized, oh, this isn't changing. This is the same. Nothing's changed. An FA Cup. People were telling me, oh, but he won. Oh, 2-0. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, Southampton need to go down, bruv.
Yeah, it's a long day, man.
It's mad.
Actually, I like Southampton. Do you know?
And maybe things should have saved it.
Is that Ramsdale?
Maybe Ramsdale should have saved it.
Get him out. Yeah, Southampton need to go down. Yeah.
Yeah, you were going to talk about someone else, David, but there's three of them can go down. So there's three teams. It doesn't just have to be. But just back on this United game, I felt like when I was watching this, I was like, man, I wish we was playing Man United sooner. I want United at Old Trafford this month because it just seems like Ten Hag is not going to change anything. It feels very hopeless. RSV made another comment and he said the club should be more ruthless and terminate contracts and hand out the remainder of their contracts. Just like what
RSV,
Arsenal did.
If I was near you, I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a 6-pack.
Guys, I've said this about United. You need to burn that thing. You need to burn that thing to the ground, bruv, and start again. If it means you finish 10th, fine. But you need to feel pain.
But more, I think more importantly,
this building on top of rubbish.
No, I feel you. I'm with you on that. But this example that he's given of Arteta getting rid of Aubameyang and getting rid of Ozil, like this was a manager that had a plan and a style of play, and then he could afford to say, "I don't need my two."
Oscar, also getting rid of Oba and Ozil was still at the beginning of the process.
Yeah,
Ten Hag has gotten rid of most of the guys who we said were crap.
Listen, I saw the list of the Manchester United squad from the game, and the amount of players that Ten Hag signed is high.
Four of the back five are his guys.
That's his team.
4 of the back 5 are his guys. You brought in Garnacho and Menu from the academy, and Ugarte is a signing under your regime. Xerxes your guy. The only guys who I'm really looking at and saying, oh, yeah, they're still under the old regime is Dallo, who you love, and I think he's the only player you've improved, the only one. And then we're looking at Bruno and Rashford. And Rashford, from my perspective, whether you sit on the side that says he's crap, or you sit on the side that says he needs to leave Man United because he's better than them, I'm saying he's got to go.
Yeah.
Wherever side you sit on, Rashford's got to go.
Ryan's on the wall.
I think the guy is at his local club. And he's never going to be uncomfortable enough to improve himself because he's he's in an environment that he's comfortable in. Bruno Fernandes is simply not that guy. I'm so sorry. The level of... I looked at Maddison yesterday and I thought, wow. I look at Cole Palmer and I'm like, wow. I'm like, no, why does our captain, our talisman, why does he repeatedly pass the ball to opposition? Willingly passing the ball to opposition. Like, what's going on here? And again, because of the idiocy, the lunacy of Manchester United fans, it is only when he's not assisting or scoring you clock he's not good. This is what I understand. This is what I don't get. It's when Bruno's not. Oh man, what's he doing? Oh my gosh, why is he moving, man? Oh, Bruno's he's not on form. No, this is Bruno. This is who he is. And I'm just like, listen. As long as certain men are here, there's no point. You can't talk about control. I asked one of my guys today, what is the most balanced midfield United can produce from their squad? Do you know who I thought of? Kobe Mainoo, Mason Mount, and Christian Eriksen. Thank you.
Even then, I'm a bit.
Thank you, Oscar. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where do we go from here, because
there's
before
there's nothing to say. The Tottenham game wasn't anything we haven't seen before. People are only responding now because it's year 3. I told man them last year, from Wolves to the group stage of the Champions League, I said, guys, get this guy out.
Okay. Well, I guess that's where we can start, because do you think, your next game? I think you got Porto in the Europa League, and then you've got Villa away. Do you think defeats in those games are going to see the end of Ten Hag, or do you think he's here for longer?
I think if the ownership are smart, they make a decision that he's gone. Now, again, who I want as manager is almost irrelevant. And I say that because ultimately, because they didn't get rid of the manager in the summer, everything you do now is damage control. So if you say that, getting rid of him now, who do we get? Now, I want Inzaghi. I said, I want a Ferragamo belt. I need a Brioni suit. I need a proper wallet. I need Italia. Yeah. Now, if you can't get that, then if you ask Tuchel again and he says yes under his own terms, okay, give him a 2-year contract and see how it goes. But
why did you say no?
I have questions. He said no, I believe, because I think the club are moving in this direction, like a lot of other clubs are, like Chelsea, which is we sign who we sign and you come and coach.
Isn't that what he wanted at Chelsea, though? That seems a bit weird. Also, today they've been interviewing Graham Potter on the Monday Night Football, and he's alluding to the fact that he spoke to Man United about the job in the summer.
I would take Graham Potter over Ten Hag. Again, questions. I've got questions over most of them, but I think that there's a level of what's it called? There's receipts I have from their times at other clubs where I can say, you know what, I can see some positives in here. And right now, those positives are, oh my gosh, yes, Southampton are going down.
3-0.
It's your boy, Oscar.
Who's my boy?
Your boy,
Antoine.
Your boy.
Get Rams, guys. Get Rams.
Antoine Semenyo.
Your boy.
Get Rams.
He's a player, man. He's a player.
This is a derby, you know.
I said to someone today, I swear this is a derby.
South Coast.
Yeah.
No way they're getting slapped.
This is the Harry Redknapp derby.
Good finish as well.
Bro, Semenyo's a good player, man.
Hold on. Is my stream faster than yours?
Yeah, you probably.
Bro, I'm not.
Okay, I've spoiled 3 goals for you then. I'm not going to say nothing.
I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching the game. So.
This is the worst Monday night. I know it's a good game, yeah. I'm seeing goals in it.
Yeah, I told you, but it'll be a good game, man. South Coast derby.
No, I need to lie that.
Because their manager's not on the bench.
Seriously,
I think he's suspended.
Is that
he was dancing through their back 4, dancing.
Wait, it's 3-0.
It's 3-0, bro.
3-0, 39th minute.
Goodness me.
Yeah,
whitewash. Get off the pads.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, what was I saying before?
You talk about the managers, innit? Like who you could get in, yeah?
Yeah, I have questions over all of them. And for me, the positives outweighing the negatives is like 6 out of 10 right now. So the capacity for them to fail is also there. But I'm not going to pretend like I'm naive and think that Tuchel solves all our problems, because Tuchel's Bayern Munich time was scary. Tuchel's Munich time was scary.
What Man United need to do, yeah? Bro, just take time with one manager, bro.
We did.
No. We're in the midst of it, to be fair.
We did.
Let me finish. The thinking needs to be joined up, because now these lot are signing. It's from my perspective, upstairs are making Ten Hag and signings, but they're looking at it like,
David, signing 5 former Ajax players is nasty work.
They're giving him what he wants, bro. Like,
why are you allowing man? I thought the whole point of bringing in this new structure is that you don't have a say in who comes into the club.
But I think with some of the signings, i.e., let's just say like Lenny Yoro, I think the prevailing wisdom of that is Ten Hag or no Ten Hag. This is going to be
getting this guy.
Yeah, centre halves in the world.
This one was Ugarte.
Yeah. Well, allegedly anyway.
But look, you've already spent money on Dross. Well, I don't think that was the new regime signings, but yeah, y'all just need upstairs and needs to work.
You know what, David? You know what, David? This crop of signings we've made in the last 6 months, and to be fair, in Ten Hag's time, I think from a technical level, I think are better than what United have sold.
Yeah,
the other questions that need to be asked is physically, are they up for this Premier League? Because I think we get bullied. Like if I play the midfield that I just said just now, I think we get bullied by a lot of teams.
Early.
Yeah.
What was I watching? Brother, Agate was looking medicine in the sporting comps. I was seeing man was all action, man was getting up and down the pitch, bodying man, and I was coming in looking like a 9-year-old boy.
Again, like he's looking terrible right now. But who is to say, just like Caicedo, under 2 different managers, that the right manager makes him good?
Very, very true.
It's 2 games from Ugarte, and I think people have every right to say they're not impressed, but also people can easily change their minds very, very quickly.
And I think you need to look at who else you're not impressed with. I mean, we sat here at the beginning. One of the first players we spoke about was Manu not looking good, and I think that's more to do with the system not helping out a young player. Like Ugarte just landed, bro. The guy's played 3 games for United, and hasn't had a decent performance in any of them. We're sat here criticizing the structure of United. So, you know,
the thing is, everything last year with Pochettino, and then fast forwarding to Maresca has made me realize, I'm more right than ever about this coaching thing. It is. I always say, when the team is doing well, it's the coach. When a team is doing bad, it's the coach. 100% it's the coach. It is the coach. It's things that you either allow or you are coaching them to do. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. Because the way we get turned is nasty. It's nasty. We get turned differently. Any little semblance of a press, it's a wrap. And that's the other thing. The other teams in the Premier League, I'm looking at Bournemouth's press, and it is bringing me back to what they did to us at Old Trafford last year. They pressed us out of the park last season. You know, and I think there's a lot of goals we've conceded. Like if you look at Eriksen against FC20, we move like we have more time on the ball than we have.
Bro, people know
all the time.
And this is one of my pet peeves, Ernest, yeah. All these teams, I know everyone wants to pass from the back, but it seems to have been forgotten. This is the Premier League, bruv.
Yeah, man.
This is the Premier League. You don't have time, bruv. What are you doing?
Yeah, man.
Bro, you need to get rid, man. All this trying to play Pep, you don't have the facilities, you don't have the capacity.
But we're not trying to play like Pep. This is something completely different.
Whatever style it is, everyone's trying to pass out from the back. Not everyone has the capacity to do it.
But David, that's not our issue though. Our issue isn't inherently.
We concede losing the ball from the back.
Our issue is that we don't look after the ball in the middle and offensive phase. We don't. Every goal we concede, or most of the goals we concede, is in transition. Someone's done a turnover in the middle of the pitch, and then players who are, for example, I don't know if you remember this, Oscar, but we're playing Fulham, and I said to you, our fullbacks are way too high, and it created all these 3-1-6 type of issues where, just like against Liverpool, what's it called? There's a central midfielder in between 2 centre backs, 1 midfielder, and then 6 attackers if you add the 2 fullbacks. So if you lose the ball with both of your fullbacks up there, bro, the counter attack is nasty.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble, bro.
And again, I always say this: I'm a barber from Northwest London. If I can see it,
why can't you?
There's a problem. If I can see it. If I can see it, there's a problem. I'm not a coach. The last time I coached was flipping year 8, year 9, and that's basketball. I am not a coach. Why can I see it? Yeah, the XG yesterday, Tottenham should listen. If Son was playing where Werner was, it's 5. It's 5.
Yeah, Werner, he needs to get stepping, bro.
You know the saddest thing about Timo Werner? there was not even for a split second was I remotely concerned that I was going to score. When he was 1-1, and we all knew what was going to happen.
I actually thought he played well for his level.
Nah, and stop it, man. He was awful.
Not in terms of finishing. I think that he provided enough of a threat, and I think he carried the ball very well. I think. That's just what he does.
Are you watching this game? What is Ramsdale doing?
No, Oscar. I don't know if you can find the stream. Southampton are getting moved to you.
Wow. Let me pull it up on my phone. Hey, this is crazy.
No, they're getting moved to.
Russell Martin's going to end up at Huddersfield Town, bruv.
Yeah.
Bro, drop that line back.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Hey, Ramsdale is crying.
Bruv, get him out the league. Go back to the Championship, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, but the guys, I can talk for Man United for 2 hours.
Let's talk Tottenham.
There's so much to unpack. Tottenham. I think Tottenham were just moving mad. They're just moving mad. You know what I mean?
I think for you to allow them to perform this way with Werner on one wing and Brennan Johnson on the other, it's like, bro, they should have been shackled. Like, no Son, they really shouldn't have had half the joy that they had. But big up to them, innit? They came out. I want to say they took their chances, but they should have had 6.
They should have had 6, man.
If anything, that's not that respect.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, a big away win for them, and big up Ange, innit? Because it was like the battle of the counter-attacking teams, isn't it? Like United, obviously, that's your identity of counter-attacking, and then Spurs, that's all their man do with their high lines.
But you know what? I think Tottenham. I think their plan is to at some point have control. You know, I think with us, it's clear that we don't want control. I think with Tottenham's midfield.
It's crazy.
Because it's true. It's true, man.
We don't want control.
Look at the midfielders that he has opted to start regularly.
If they lost, that would have been the cooking, you know. Look at that midfield, Ernie. Talk about it.
Which midfield?
Spurs. That's just play.
That's Bentancur, and it was Maddison and who?
Cooley.
Hey, Kulusevski was born in yesterday.
He was, man. It was.
Go on.
I was gonna say he took his second goal very well, and he's just an engine, isn't he? He just runs around like very, very good with like.
He's one of my favorite players in the league, man.
Technically sound.
Yeah, man. He's quality.
Why do you think he doesn't pull up trees for Spurs?
That's a great question.
Because I think when he first came, he was on fire. Like he had a lot of good form. He was scoring bare goals, and then he dipped. And it's like, every time I watch Spurs, he still pulls out those performances. But Spurs fans don't love him as much as you would think they do. Like I think he's very hot and cold.
Yeah, lazy answer. I think I think you said the word inconsistency, and I think B. I think when you look at the sorts of wingers that they've obviously got Brennan. They've obviously got. He's not necessarily great. They've obviously got Timo Werner. They're very sort of pacey, very sort of direct. Whereas Cooley's a slight deviation for that. Very cultured, very assured on the ball, but not necessarily sort of explosive enough to be in the wing. But I think when you drop him centrally, you still get that control. You still get his sort of, his excellent sort of passing range, etc. and so forth, and he can sort of affect the game a lot more. So I think that's probably why they weren't necessarily digging him particularly out wide, because he just doesn't do what I think the manager wants for them. Because he's all my man wants, all Ange wants, cutbacks. Get to that byline, pull it back, and Solanke will be there. As we saw it with their first goal.
I'm happy he's got to go with his goals as well.
Yeah, man. So am I. I mean, it's good. It's good to see Spurs getting goals without Son, as in like they can do it.
I know I said it already. If Son was there, oh my god,
bro, it would have been, bro. If Son was there, it would have been 6.
Yeah, because
if them Werner chances fall to Son, he's taking.
He's taking the corner off.
Yeah.
That's like an exercise in finishing, bro.
Someone must be fuming watching this game. Like, I missed this.
Yeah.
I missed this. Oh,
You wanted me to deal with Gabriel Saliba 2 weeks ago. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Come on.
And it's mad because we have to go to their ground as well.
yeah. But credit to Manchester United. Obviously having to go down to 10 men, but still playing the same way. You know, that's what we like to see.
I've just seen a question by one guy called Not Here.
Oh, not here. I think that's C1. He says, Ernest, who's actually good at football in United, in your opinion? I doubt you say anyone but Ahmad and Cody.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been impressed by Xerxes.
I mean, you know what it is, yeah? There's a lot of good players in there. It's just they're surrounded by off form. Everyone just going through the motions. Like
a lot of the people in our team are either average or okay.
Yeah.
Like it's a good manager pushes a lot of them up in your estimation. Do you know what I mean? It's like
yesterday I saw him taking some good touches where you expect Garnacho and Thing to be, they're not in their position. The fullback's not there for him to pass it on, and then he's going
because David, everything is chaos. Like the shape and structure. I think Jamie Carragher was saying it. Our rest defense since Ten Hag has come in is bad.
What is all this new terminology now? Rest defense
man.
Rest
defense is not new.
Rest defense.
Rest defense is not new.
Rest defense.
Rest defense is not new.
What are we doing here, man?
Rest defense is not new.
Explain this to me, Barry. Explain this to me.
So when we're in situations, so for example, Liverpool, yeah, when they're in situations where a midfielder has lost the ball, but the fullbacks are close enough to the centre backs where it shouldn't be a problem on a counter attack. People will come out in our case, De Ligt will come out of position, and then it means that there's so many gaps that people can exploit. Rest defense is not a new term.
Bruv, your fullback is out of position. Get your Camilla back. Get your behind back in position. Rest defense, man. Rest defense. Not get out of here, man. Rest.
Adrian, have you heard rest defense before?
What the hell?
Your rest defense.
I've heard it, but I feel like it's popular now.
And then American football, a rest defense. What's that?
I've heard it like it became popular last season in terms of people started using it. I think it's been a thing, but I've heard it a lot more last season, and now it's commonplace. But David, this is football, man.
This is why football. The game is gone, bruv. The game is gone.
Why is the game gone?
It's evolving, man. It's evolving.
You're behind in position. Why are you? We've lost the ball. Why the hell are you not coming back?
No,
rest defense, plan.
All right.
The fancy world. Get lost back in position, man. My God. Back in position.
Right.
Rest defense.
Is there anything more on this game that we need to discuss? Oh yeah, sorry. SW6 says, "What do you guys think of the red card?" I thought it was harsh. Man.
It's not a red card.
VAR just went with the rest decision, isn't it? So.
I think it's harsh. VAR should overturn that one. I think.
Yeah,
but I'm just happy Bruno's not playing.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Great and good. And all that.
You are.
Nah, great and good, man. Great and good. I hear it.
Great or good is crazy.
That's what you're saying. That's essentially what you're saying.
I'll be real. I'd want to see Xerxes in the 10, Hoyland up front. See what that's looking like for a couple of games.
Like a 4-4-1-1.
Yeah, 4-4-1-1. Because I think because in terms of bringing others into the game,
he's better than Bruno.
Yeah,
he's better than Bruno.
And he's not clinical enough to be a 9.
You lot, bro. Are you hearing yourself?
Here's where we are, bro. We've got to think of solutions.
Bro, this is where we are. Like, shout out Xerxes, innit? I don't think he's been that bad. Like, he's getting cooked on a lot of fronts, but wow.
His issue is finishing. His issue is finishing. If Mainu gives that to to I can't even say who because they're all not good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there's no one, bro.
Yeah.
There's no one in that team. I don't even think like Xerxes just came, man. Xerxes just came. Let it it happens.
We are not beating Villa next week.
Away. No,
we are not beating Villa next week. No way.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Anything else? Anything else from United?
Nah,
okay. All right, let's move on to the next game.
Chelsea.
Let's go, boys and girls.
You need to deal with your goalkeeper before you start celebrating.
Come on. You can't start on the negative.
First, deal with
the stupidity.
Deal with the stupidity, bro.
No, but we'll get formidable. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll get onto it. My player scored 4 goals.
I heard that. Cole Palmer was on fire. Thank God I did not change my FPL team. My God. Thank you, Jesus.
Listen, here's a little tip for FPL. If Chelsea are playing at home, Cole Palmer's a good tip for captain. Yeah? Try it.
I should have captained him. That's the only stink I had. I had Haaland.
Yeah.
To be fair, you wasn't to know, man. You know
but yeah, do you know what? Yeah, fair enough. David wanted to start with the negative. Let's start with the negative. Let's not start with Chelsea's negative. We need to start with Brighton's negative,
bro.
Because last weekend Chelsea played West Ham, right? And we cooked West Ham for how they approached that game. But at least on 36 minutes there was a substitution made. Yeah, they got the guy out of midfield and said, "Nah, Jackson's getting too much space. Palmer's getting too much space." Guys, these Chelsea attackers had 40 yards of freedom every time. Like, I've never seen a team give us so much room at home. And you know, Stamford Bridge, it's criticized because it's a smaller pitch. Chelsea normally have more, you think our style of play, wide wingers, balls over the top, would suit a bigger pitch like West Ham, Upton Park. Whenever we play at Chelsea, we're always like, it's a bit too confined. We don't get the room that we need. Brighton gave us all the room in the world in behind.
Oscar,
and yeah,
I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. I've been hating watching Chelsea all season. I'll be real. Like, Chelsea is the game that I go to, yeah, because I've got this agenda and I hate the way that they spend money and I think it's a farce against football, right?
Of course.
I was watching this game in the first. I was like, brother, they were just getting in behind that wheel. I'm like, what is there enough? Is their flag gonna come up? Like, even before Palmer scored, I think he hit the post.
Yeah.
And it was like, bro, you've got Webster and Lewis Dunk playing in the halfway line in their early to mid 30s. Come on, bro.
Guys, like the first couple times we were through on goal, like Palmer hit the post. I think there was one where Palmer scored and it was disallowed. That Sancho scored, it was disallowed. I said, are they gonna close the gates at any point? Is this 31-year-old manager gonna realize what's going on and just tell them, nah, we're not letting any more through?
The Raves at full capacity, you know. You're still letting man in.
They just kept giving us chance after chance after chance.
Maresca's cooking, bruv. I think he's got. I think he's cooking.
Boy.
I think he's got something stirring over there at Chelsea, bruv.
Look, I like Maresca. I just don't want to get carried away. I don't want to get carried away. This and I think I said last week, yeah, because who do we beat? West Ham, and then we got Brighton, and then after Brighton we've got Forest, and I was like, let me see what we're up to in these Brighton Forest games, because these were the kind of games we were losing last season. Yeah, let me just see. Well, not Brighton because we beat Brighton, but those type of games. So I was like, let me just see what Maresca's on. But it feels like every time I watch Chelsea, the opposition just give us the game. Like West Ham gave us the game. Brighton gave us the game,
though. You're taking advantage of it, though.
We are. Spot on. We are. We're taking advantage of the way that, you know, the game is opening up, and I just think, bro, these attackers, they have to eat. If you're starting up front for Chelsea and you can't eat, bro, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Something wrong.
You know what I mean?
How many assists Jackson got?
I don't know how many assists he got, but bro,
the guy is now scoring and his assist. He seems to have figured it out. I don't know, but
he's still the same guy. He's still the same guy.
But look, he's putting his chances and he's assisting, bro.
Did he score this week? I don't think he did.
No. He
Wow.
assisted, innit?
So putting in what chances? No, like obviously I can't hate on Jackson. He's playing well. He got himself an assist, but it still irks me that he's not a killer. If you think about the first goal that Cole Palmer scored, it's Jackson through on goal. He's 1-on-1 with a keeper. I looked to the person that was next to me and I was like, I don't have any confidence that he's gonna bury this, and he ends up messing up his footing and then passing it to Palmer. Palmer scores an open goal, and it's like, yay, Jackson assist. But I tell you right now, Haaland buries that, Kane buries that, even Watkins is getting a shot off. Like the top strikers are not passing that ball.
At least he's fumbling and correcting himself, bruv. Last season you would have been screwed if he's not passing the system.
Yeah, but like I think it happens when we end up in games where there's not that many opportunities. Like for example, when we played Palace earlier this year, Palace didn't make it as easy for us as Brighton have and as West Ham have. They came and they sat and they were a little bit more compact and they were harder to break down. And Jackson got a chance in the last 5 minutes of the game and he missed them. So I don't know how I've turned this into a negative, but let's just talk about what the highlight of this game was. Cole Palmer is flipping amazing.
Hey, talk about your keeper, bruv. Don't try.
Cole Palmer scored 4 goals, bro.
All right, go
on. Let's talk about the goalkeeper. Cole Palmer scored 4.
Yeah, I know. He had to rescue. He had to rescue your idiot at the back, bro.
Look, I don't know why you wanted to be so negative, David.
Talk your stuff, man.
Let me go. So, obviously, last week on the podcast, I said I feel like Cole Palmer's maybe just a little bit underrated, and I don't think anyone really agreed with me or understood what I was saying. I don't think people don't rate him. Everybody knows how good he is, but before this game, he had 4 assists and 2 goals in 5 appearances in the Premier League, and people were saying like, oh, it's been a slow start for Palmer. He's not really got off the ground. He's not really. I was like, guys, like, he just scored on the weekend. Like, there was a game this season where he got 3 assists. I was like, this is the season that's not great for him. And it's like, bro, this kid, nobody was expecting this from this kid when he came to Chelsea last season. So when he started the way he started, it's like, oh, okay. Every goal is like a good thing. You know what I mean? You know, like how Brendan Johnson's on this run, and everyone's like, rah, okay, cool, big up Brendan. And it's now it's got to the point where Palmer can get GA, and it's like, what else did you do? What else you got for me? You know what I mean?
It's almost a backhanded compliment in a sense.
Yeah. It's like we expect it. So, you know, it was actually insane that this week was the very week where he comes out and scores 4 goals. And like I could go through every single one. The first one, obviously, a fantastic finish. The second one, penalty. You already know what the penalty's on with Palmer. The third one, guys, I was right behind that free kick in the stand, directly behind the goal. Listen.
Amazing camera work.
Oh my gosh. I just knew. I had a feeling this guy is going to bury this. I said, let me take my camera out. I got the whole thing in 4K. I'm very, Probably the best video I've taken out of a football game. Yeah, insane. But yeah, and then the final goal. Shout out the boy Jadon Sancho. He plays in the nice through ball. Another assist for Jadon. Also, he won the penalty.
That was of the 3 assists. That's the assist.
You think that's the best one?
No, that's the only one. The first
that West Ham one was a disgrace, man.
The Jackson one is like it's Jackson runs and beats 3 players. It's got nothing to do with Sancho. Really.
And then Cuckoo one.
I think the Cuckoo one was decent.
It's nice if you know this. Oh, passing the box, man.
If a Cuckoo doesn't do jinky, that goal doesn't.
Fair. I'll call it 1.5.
Yeah. It's not exactly Van der Ven, is it? It's not.
No, but assist is the most fugazi stat because you can do a Van der Ven and then you can roll the ball for a free kick, and it's the same GA.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's a bit of a joke.
I rate Sancho more for the last assist and for winning the foul that got the penalty. I rate him more for that.
For me, when it comes to Sancho, he has good actions in games. He's very rarely good for the whole game. He's very rarely in the whole game.
He's never good for the whole game.
Apart from his debut, when he came on against Bournemouth, he was good the entire of that half.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yesterday or Saturday, whenever it was, he's in and he's out. Like He's in the game, comes out of the game. So, you know, I'm happy with him. Happy with his start. Like, big up Jaden. He should have scored. Unfortunately, it was just slightly offside with Noni Madueke. And there's a bit of a chatter about Noni because he had another chance where after that chance where he plays the ball into Sancho scores his offside. The ball comes again because Brighton just kept letting us get in behind. The ball comes again. Noni's through on goal. Instead of passing this time, he cuts inside and shoots, and he misses. So obviously that clip has gone viral on Twitter, and people are saying, "Oh, this kid's too selfish. It's all about him. He wants to score." And I'm just like, the kid wants to score. Yeah. Like, he wants to score. He had opportunities where he laid the ball off in the exact same position. This time he was like, "Nah, this is mine. I'm taking this goal." And it didn't work out.
Where he was like, "Sell me," I think has done a lot of damage to his reputation. So until he starts scoring, people are going to keep saying he's selfish. Whereas Jackson, on the other hand, is quite generous. His assist for the first goal, I was rolling on the floor because I know for a fact he wanted to finish himself, yeah,
1,000,000%.
And then he made the decision when he got the ball, he started doing this. I was dying.
Jackson annoys me, bro. Even in the second half, do you see that ball, that excellent ball that Palmer plays over the top? He takes the ball around the keeper, and then
he takes very long to shoot, bro.
That's when I said that chance is when I said, "Hey, this Palmer kid is mad." Because it felt like a no-look ball. He just hit it, and I'm like, bro, it was perfect way.
How mad is he? Like, obviously, we're seeing. I think he's clearly the best, most informed player in the league at the moment.
I think today he's the best player in the league.
Yeah. What's the ceiling? Do you think he's like top? Like,
I think if he gets, I think Cole Palmer can be as important to Chelsea as Eden Hazard.
Wow.
I think in what he showed last season, he was last season.
No, I'm saying like in his tenure, because that's just one season.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying in his time at Chelsea, he can be the next. Like, like you got Zola, Palmer can be the next one. So
there's been a lot of vitality.
Oh, we're back on. You didn't tell me we're back on.
Oh, we're back on, bruv. Southampton have pulled one back still.
Southampton?
Is this guy from City or Arsenal?
Howard Bellis, City.
Yeah.
Remontada, yeah? Okay. Okay.
I see I've got bare of these kids dotted around. Yeah, Howard Bellis is another one. That like 2001 to like 04 sort of region. They've got bare man in the league.
Let me read a few comments on the Chelsea game. Endo says, I watched the Chelsea game and the way they swarmed Brighton after going 1-0 up was genuinely devastating. AD, it reminded me of 17-18 Liverpool.
Couldn't agree more. It was like wave after wave after wave. And obviously, Brighton were Brighton, but at the same time, Chelsea attacked to devastating effect time after time after time.
Yeah. And it also says Sunday the 20th of October will show us what Chelsea's really about. Chelsea go to Anfield on that day. I'm looking forward to it. Do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago? I said, "Bring me Anfield, man." I said, "Bring me Anfield." That's the test. That's the real test. You know what I mean? I can see what this team is really about as a unit. Because I feel like we're gonna come on to the defensive issues with Chelsea. But the attack is getting praised a lot because we look good. But I want to see us against a proper team, and just see what we're made of. Because obviously that City game, we didn't really get to see a good chance of it. SW6 says Chelsea simply have added quality in attack. The rest of the team, But in terms of added quality, Jackson was there last season. Palmer was there last season. Madueke was there last season. Yes, Sancho's come in, but we've got two teams. We've got two teams, guys. Our Europa League team is flipping Felix, Nkunku, Mudryk, and who's the other one? Neto. Guys, it's two teams. It's actually a joke.
You know what? Big up Enzo, because one of my main sort of criticisms of Chelsea is how do you balance that But he's made it clear. He's like, look, these are the men that I'm rocking with. And if you're not part of that list, I don't want to speak to you, because I was just worried, like, you know, bringing in João Felix, he's gonna play. He's obviously gonna take time away from Palmer. But the way my man's balancing it so far, hats off.
I think it's gonna cause him a problem later on down the line. I can't see Nkunku happy being on the bench for that long. I can't see Felix happy being on the bench for that long. I think Neto, you know, it's Neto's first time at a big club, so he's gonna have to hold that really. But the other two, at the stage and age of where they are in their career, they are good enough and old enough to be starting week in, week out.
Hey, bro, listen, no one told you to join Chelsea, bro. You better hold that, bro. I don't hear no noise in the paper. Hey, enjoy London, innit?
Although, in fairness, in Felix's case, where else was he gonna go? He's at that stage.
Surely you want to play.
No, I heard that.
Look, these guys are getting Conference League minutes. Come on, man. They want to play in the league.
Yeah, that's a slap in the face. I cost 111 not too long ago.
Felix didn't touch the pitch against Brighton, but he played in midweek against Barrow in the League Cup, and he's going to play on Thursday night when we face Genk in the Conference League. Like, so in everything I'm saying, like, I'm very much prefacing it by we're 6 games into the season. It looks good now. But me, I'm not getting carried away. The only thing I will get carried away on is Cole Palmer, because he's the real deal. He is the real deal. Endo says, Oscar, if Chelsea get 8 to 10 points from Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester United, Arsenal, would you say they're title challengers? No. Don't. Listen, you see us? We're a little horse that still needs milk, still needs water, still needs grass, still needs feeding. Don't put us in the horse with the big guys. We're not with the big guys.
You don't have the keeper.
We don't have the keeper. We don't have. There's things that need working. There's things that need tweaking. Yeah. One of the things I saw that is good, that is tweaking. Adrian, Romeo Lavia is back.
Yeah,
Romeo Lavia is back.
Proper.
Yeah. I hear. Yeah.
Wait. So what? What are we saying? You're saying what? Lavia, Caicedo, good to go? Or what are we dealing with?
It's looking like it, bro. It's looking like it. If you ask me, I think Lavia's too good to miss out. And I think Caicedo's been our best. So I think when we play that Liverpool game, Lavia Caicedo, I see it.
Oh, that's rock solid. I'd much rather see Fernandes in there somewhere.
Yeah. And Enzo Fernandez, bro, he's been good this season. He's just not, he doesn't fill me with like, we must have him. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not a fan. It's like he's got some, I agree.
Like he's good, but it's like how I was saying about Sancho. I was like, yeah, you're good, but you're not making it so that no one else can take your place. You're not playing that well. So big up them. Okay, David, you're gonna get what you wanted here. Unfortunately, Chelsea have a man between the sticks that is just a clown, bro. This guy is a clown. I've never really understood why we bought Robert Sanchez in the first place. And for him to come in and just be making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. Like, that first goal was bad. That second goal was horrific. Firstly, he comes out to like the penalty spot to collect a ball that is not meant for him. Stay in your goal. The ball's not near you. Stay in your goal. Like, why are you around? Do you know what I mean? So that annoyed me. Then the second goal, he just passes it to Baleba straight, like there you go. 1-on-1, play out from the back. I'm going to give the ball to the opposition and they come and score. And it's like, what? It's not the first time you've done this. And I can't stand keepers like him. I can't stand keepers like him because when it comes to players, they always say, oh, we've signed him because he can play out from the back. He's not the greatest with his hands, but he can play out from the back. So that's why he's in the team. But then you do stuff like that.
I need you to go.
And I'm like, they're playing out from the back. I've even seen it yet. I've never been impressed by like this playing out from the back that we speak of.
Bro. And I swear down it was racismo, man. When we had Mendy in goal, they always say, oh, Mendy's crap with his feet. All these other guys, bro. Kepa was crap with his feet. Sanchez is crap with his feet. This guy Petrovic, that SW6 is saying, again, not great with his feet. So all of these guys that, Chelsea fans have this dream of, oh, we're going to have this ball-playing goalkeeper. He's going to be flipping Fabregas in goal. Like, I don't understand why there's such an obsession with it. Like, get the priority is a man that knows how to command his box. That's the priority. And in that first goal, you saw Sanchez doesn't know what he's doing. He's running out and can't collect the ball in the air. That to me will always be a priority ahead of your, like, passing is necessary. Don't get me wrong, it's very, very necessary. But he's not good enough to sacrifice the others. He's not.
Is Mendy
He's
still at
not.
the club?
Sorry? No, Mendy's in Saudi, bro. He's gone.
Oh, he left. All right.
He's gone. SW6 says Sanchez is already under pressure in goal. Why invite pressure, silly man? I don't even think he's under pressure. I think he's the number one. Like, we got another kid called Jorgensen, who again I don't think is that good. Like, and Tahar saying Petrovic can save the ball again. Petrovic probably the best of the lot, not that great either. So for me, when it comes to two positions on the pitch, striker and goalkeeper, I only want elite. Grew up on Courtois, Drogba, check. Diego Costa. So don't come to me with, oh yeah, Jackson's hold-up plays all right, but he can't finish. Piss off. I don't want that. Hold-up play good. He can link the play. Score goals and save goals, yeah? A top striker gets you 15 points a season. A top goalkeeper gets you 15 to 20, yeah? That's what I need. So, you know, it's all well and good when Cole Palmer's scoring 4 goals, but when Cole Palmer doesn't score 4 goals, I need you to save me. And he's done it once this season against Bournemouth. Let me get more of that. Baraka says Sanchez looking shaky will make our defense panic. Yeah, and the defenders look good. Like Colwell, Fofana, Gusto's now back at right back. Cucurella looks like a decent, solid left back again. Like, the back four looks decent. Why is my goalkeeper giving them something to worry about? Long day, man. Long day. Endo says Wesley Fofana, you was once a good dude, now you're cooked food. Give Fofana time. Give Fofana time. I agree, but give him time. You know what I mean? He's not.
He's had 2 bad ones.
What, clangers?
No. As in injuries, I think one year he broke his leg, and another year he done something. He's had 2. Because at Leicester, it was looking like the real McCoy, man.
Yeah.
And then he's still only 24, so you never know. You might actually be great.
SW6 says, Oscar, you sound like me last season right now. Look, you were spitting last season, if that's what you were saying. We agree on that, man. This Sanchez guy ain't it, bro. Yeah. David, do you want to cook him, or are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good. All right, let's move on. Because Adrian, your boys went away to Wolves. Tough game. I got 3 points at the end of it.
Unserious game, bruv. I watched that in full, bruv. Oh gosh.
Well, what did you think?
Look, as I told you in the group, bruv, your team weren't focused, blood, until they scored in it. So, yeah, Wolves started off good, holding, passing the ball back, creating chances. But the important thing you're supposed to do is put it in the back of the net, which they didn't do. Konate scores the goal, fine, comfy 1-0. Second half starts. Liverpool forgot they're in the Premier League, bruv. You can't just keep ball and keep a 1-0 lead, because you make a stupid mistakes, and look at them. Why were both your centre backs telling easy?
Both?
Bro, Konate should conceded. Konate comes, bare holding off man. Van Dijk's behind him, holding off man. Alisson doesn't come for the ball, mate. You can see it. But anyway, they got back in, and then once they scored, you lot seem to have woken up, crossed the ball in the box, penalty, bruv, 2-1. And then Wolves seem to forget, we're goal down, we need to score a goal. And Gary Neville was on them. Guys, you're 1-0 down. Why are you passing it out there from the back, mate? And that was the game.
Guys, Gary Neville on his podcast gave them a bundle. He said, like, back in the day, you'd have teams that put their centre half up front. You'd have teams that send the goalkeeper up for a final corner. There was no throw the kitchen sink at it when it was time to put Liverpool under pressure. They just carried on playing the same way.
Yeah, because you know, like you get to a point in the game, yeah, where like you can. I think Peter said this when you're live. I thought this right when I was at home, when you just sort of daydream. You just think, if I'm looking at the clock, I'm like, right, I've got to get ready in a minute. And Wolves ain't doing nothing. It's very pedestrian. It's like, like throw something up there, go long, put a big. They took off
when there's one goal in a game, especially in the Premier League, it's never safe. No matter who you're facing, even if it's Southampton, even if it's Ipswich, that last couple of minutes is going to be hairy. Remember, Arsenal went to Luton last season, struggling last minute. How on earth?
That's
even this Leicester game they just had, we're going to get onto it later. How on earth have Wolves made it so easy? Other than that, Adrian, how do you think your team approached the game? Like, what were they saying?
You know what? I'll be real with you, man. It wasn't necessarily great at all, man. I think
it was a stinky performance. I thought
stinky performance, but I think at the end of the day, you go and you get your 3 points. And I think, look, I still don't necessarily think we're quite there with regards to winning the league. But I think one of the things that killed us last season was because I think we only lost four. I think we lost like 4 times last season. So say, you know what? If you're going to win the league, 4 is a bit generous. You ideally want sort of 2 to 3, but you probably say 4 is the absolute lot. But bro, the amounts of D's we had, the amounts of draws that we had, was crazy. The amounts of draws that we had was crazy last season.
You did that on purpose. You're a sick guy.
No, I didn't.
You're a sick guy, man.
Why? The amounts of draws that we had last season was crazy. So I think that what we need to do is, it's going to sound silly, win. And how do you win? By controlling games. Because I think last season we went down. I think we conceded the first goal 13 times last season. That's an unsustainable model. I don't give a damn how good you are. You can't be heroic every single week. And I think what we're starting to see with Arne Slot is boring, because I think it's the same word every single week. But it is just that level of control. It is that level of, hang on a minute, we don't let's actually be compact. Let's actually be difficult to play through. And I think when we look at the defense, I mean, Konate had a horror mistake. Absolutely.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
what was he doing?
Awful.
What was going through his head?
I think what's going through his head. Well, it's clear what's going through his head.
Keeper to get the ball.
Yeah, he wanted his keeper to go and get it. But and don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I was saying, do you think Alisson should have come for it?
How can I put it? I think Alisson should have told Konate what to do, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, that if your goalkeeper's gonna get there, then he's on the move already, kind of thing. And if the goalkeeper's not gonna move, he's shouting at you, he's telling you get rid. So that hesitation to me is Konate. Konate clearly doesn't know what to do, but it's 100% his fault. He's 25 years old. He needs to deal with that. And I think the prevailing wisdom is that he's made that mistake today. I don't want to see it again. And I think what I like about Arne Slot.
Do you think? Sorry, just before you move on, just on that moment, that passage of play, the goal. Do you think Van Dijk had any responsibilities playing that? Because at the end of it, Van Dijk puts his hands up as though it's his fault, and I was like, "That's not your fault."
No, not necessarily. I mean, he could have potentially have done something heroic to stop it, but the guy had out Nuri in the end. Yeah, he had like an open goal more or less. So no, I think that's all.
The problem is they're both thinking the same thing. Shoot the ball. You see, there's a clip that they show behind the goal. He's also doing, all right, cool. Alisson's got this. No, he ain't got this. Get back. Get back, mate.
And I think so. I think that's just a complete miscommunication. But I think, as I say, obviously, we can let it slide because we go on and win the game. Konate, don't let that happen again, because I think when you look at Konate, he's got all the tools to be an absolute elite, top class defender. He's a thoroughbred. He's monstrous. He's 6'5". He covers the ground extremely well. He's an absolute physical unit. He puts his head on everything. I think he's won the most aerial duels in the league. He hasn't been dribbled past once this season either. And don't get me wrong. Whilst I do think Saliba is, I say Saliba's better than him, but it's almost Saliba, Gabriel conversation where they're almost sort of different sort of types of centre halves, whereas Saliba is the more sort of pizzazzy one, and then Kanate is like the firefighter. Kanate is the one that's sort of going into the duels. He's sort of battling with strikers. He's sort of a lot more physical with it. But what a world class potential centre half we've got on our books. I'm lucky to have him. I think the issue with Kanate is fitness. You know, he's 25, but his body's like a 35-year-old in terms of sort of contracting injuries. So yeah, I want to just make sure that he's sort of consistent. But we've got one hell of a centre half, and as for Van Dijk, another day in the office, he was absolutely magnificent. But we're never going to bother talking about it. That's just his level.
Interesting. I feel like it was a good win overall for Liverpool. Like just one that you have to get under the belt. You didn't play great, get the cobwebs out, bounce back from the Forest game, and just get back to winning ways. Does it feel like you're top of the league? Does it feel that way? Like, because that's what you are. Like, does it feel like you've been the best team in the league this season?
No, because bro, like even when Salah scored, like it weren't like even his celebration. It was like bland. It weren't like yes, we're top of the league. It's like
it was a pen though. What was he gonna do?
Fairs. But to answer your question, I think it does to a degree feel like a false image, only because if you look at the 6 teams that we've played, unfortunately, I've got to include Man United. They're not the strongest that the league has to offer. Don't get me wrong; they've obviously posed sort of different challenges. I think Wolves sort of done all right. I think Bournemouth, even though we beat them 3-0, they were fantastic. Forest is an interesting one because how do you actually deal with sort of low blocks and beat us if you can kind of thing? So whilst we are top of the league, I think that position will feel a little bit more confident when we actually play better teams. And obviously, I feel a little bit more confident in the position as we progress into the season. If by Christmas, New Year we're still top, then then I can start getting excited. But I think for me, the main thing that we need to do is win games and stop drawing. And I think the way that we do that is by being solid at the back, not conceding stupid goals, not asking our goalkeeper to have to be heroic every single week. And I just think that some of the hallmarks that I'm seeing in Slot is I think players are actually enjoying defending again. No, I'm not digging out Klopp. I'll never ever sit on this podcast.
I didn't take that as a dig to Klopp. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised that that's your take. Like, yeah.
No, because I look at Trent, and this is someone too. Don't get me wrong. I think there was a time where who gets past him. Let's just call it Bellegarde. It was a Black Wolves player gets past him, and then Kanate sweeps up. But I think generally in that game, he was defensively solid. There was a fantastic block Trent himself sort of later on in the game. And I think Szoboszlai. Don't get me wrong. I think we're going to get onto Szoboszlai because I think, in terms of his press, in terms of his work rate, in terms of his physicality, can never, ever, ever, I'll never dare to doubt it. But in the attacking third, like in terms of contribution, because there was a huge miss that he has, and then he gets hooked, and then he's kind of shaking his head, and it's like, bro, like it's on you kind of thing. Like this is your shirt at the moment. But in order to play number 10 for Liverpool, don't get me wrong, the press and everything that you're doing is fantastic. But we're going to need you to be a bit more decisive because I think he does have it, and I think if you want my honest critique and my honest reason as to why he's maybe a bit like this, I think it's 2 reasons.
Go on.
A, I think it's fundamental poor decision making. And I think what separates the very good players to the elite players is you need to know when to pass, when to shoot, when to hold the ball. Because I think in time, what's starting to creep into Szoboszlai's play is there's times where he should take a shot and he's not.
Yeah.
There's times where he should play the pass and he plays it a second too late, or he plays it behind the person. And I think that's maybe born from an identity crisis that he has, wherein at Hungary, because if you look at the Hungary comps, hella long shots, he's captain fantastic. So that's why when I call him Stevie,
he's doing everything, and that's where the Gerrard comparisons come in it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, absolutely. He's doing everything. He's literally grabbing the game by the bull of the horns. He's making things happen. He's getting shots off. Whereas at Liverpool, it's almost like he's okay. I'm part of the system. I'm a team player, and I'm more than happy to be that. I think ultimately he just needs to get a lot more confidence within himself, and I say I'm the man. I'm the frigging man. I'm Liverpool's number 8. Here I am, and I think the goals and the assists will be coming because I think he's got all the tools. But listen. What's a tools? What's a tools without a finished wardrobe? You know what I mean? At some point, we're gonna need to see produce. At some point, we're gonna need to see you perform and execute on a consistent enough basis. So yeah, but yeah, so a bit post international break, I've not been too impressed, but he's at least doing the base minimum, and that's working hard for the team. And because there's even a time where in the first half, he's sort of pointing, he's sort of telling Salah like press. So it's clear that he gets it. I just need to see him influence games a lot more.
So it's clear that he gets it. Yeah, you better get it. Wednesday night, you guys have Bologna at home. How you feeling about that?
Listen, good food, great meal. Gonna whip them boys into some but bolognese must originate from there, no?
What?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure bolognese comes from there. That's why it's called Bologna.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Yeah, me. So yeah, gonna whip up.
Right.
Gonna whip up some good food.
And then after that, Palace away, who Palace haven't really been in good form this season, but away from home, not an easy game, and I think it's an early kickoff, one of Klopp's favourites, 12:30 Saturday.
But again, I sort of at the top of my sort of monologue, I sort of said, the reason as to why I think we didn't necessarily win the league last season is I think we just made too much hard work for ourselves, and I think Crystal Palace, case in point. I think they scored against us in opening 4 minutes. Unfortunately, we couldn't claw it back. So now, for me, this is the perfect opportunity to lay our marker down, not concede at our end, do the business at their end, and we can look down and say, hang on a minute, no, Liverpool, we're doing our thing, man. But yeah, I'm more than happy. I think because the goals have never been a problem. I don't think the defensive personnel per se have been a problem, but I think it's the way we are sort of weak in transition and we allow people to sort of get high quality chances. That seems to have dissipated so far, which is fantastic. I think we're bottom of the XG sort of scoring board, and I think XG conceded scoring board, and I think we're second only behind Spurs in terms of goals for XG. So we're cooking. Obviously, I'm bored of talking about Ryan Gravenberch. I just think he's phenomenal. I mean, what do you man make of his sort of start to the season so far?
I think, bro, he's. I don't know if we can just fully credit Slot or just credit him for having a switch in his mind. I said, you know what, I'm gonna make this position my own. Like I'm actually gonna turn up and perform. I'm happy for him, bro. I'm happy for him because he's always been a talent, like a long time talent, and I think you just got to show yourself at these big clubs that you can't be getting overpowered in midfield. You can't be getting phased by the moment. He seems to be like comfortable, which is good.
100%, because I can't like maybe like sometimes you'll see something happen to one of your players, and I think that's like your lasting legacy of him. So you just deem him a certain thing. And I give an example. Graf wasn't that great.
And I said he wasn't great yesterday, but he's been mint this season.
Oh, I guess we have to agree to disagree. I thought
he was good.
To be fair,
he was the best player. I couldn't believe Konate was sat there saying, "Oh, give me man of the match." I said, "Hold on, I know you scored, but you gave away a goal."
But then again, as this Sky Sports commentator said, what I mean, better you than me tell him that. What I mean, he's a big boy. Yeah. But to be fair to end though, I do think Grav sort of grew into the game. I think opening sort of phases, he was just sort of testing it out. Then I feel when he sort of got up to full flight, he was sort of winning his duels, sort of keeping the ball well. I think there's so many player comparisons that spring to mind when I think of him, and I think ultimately, if you could just amalgamate all those best pieces and just be Ryan Gravenberch, we've got one hell of a player. Obviously the Pogba comparison, Dembele, Ginny, there's bits of Abu Dhabi in there because you just go, and I think the point I'm sort of making about we can see action from a player and we use that to define them. There was a couple of times last season he just got ragdolled.
Yeah.
There's one time Declan Rice threw him on the floor. That sort of sticks out. There's other times last season I'm just like, raw, like you're 6'3", but like, are you built for this kind of thing? I'm looking at him now, and he's like, no, hang on a minute. Yeah, he's a big boy. You know, he's powerful. He's a powerful runner. You know, I think he won 8 out of 8 deals last season. Very, very impressed. As I said, I think the test will
8
get
duels a
tougher.
season.
What's that?
Did you say 8 out of 8 duels the whole season?
Sorry, I said last game. I meant to say.
Yeah, I was like, what? That don't make sense. But yeah,
last game. Yeah, so he won 8 out of 8 deals last game. So yeah, man.
And they was asking me if I watched the game. Yeah, I did. It was the evening kickoff, so I caught it like midway through the first half. So yeah, obviously Chelsea game was 3 p.m, but I saw the Liverpool game. Yeah, I was annoyed. It was a hate watch that didn't turn out to be.
What was you expecting to see?
I don't know. I thought Lamina had something for me. I thought Cunha had something for me. It didn't really work out.
You know what? Wolves have got a decently. They had Andre in there.
They got a couple hoopers in there.
In there still, and I think Arne Slot even said it himself. Like they're not the 20th worst team in the league either. Like they're a really good side, and they're gonna hopefully anyway pick up some points. But what did you think of Gary? What do you think of Gary Neville's comments? I found it extremely weird, bizarre.
Which ones?
It's similar to what Peter. It sounds like something like, you know, when Peter's talking about Ange, and it's like a Peter monologue, and basically Gary O'Neill said something to the effect of, "These people cheer for me now, and I appreciate that, but there's gonna come a time when they're gonna boo me, and I'll understand why. It's not my fault. Right. It's the club's." It's something to that effect. He said,
"Get Gary O'Neill out of here."
Nah, man, respect Gary.
Remember last season? Remember last season? Yeah, he went to what? Yeah, he went to City and he played a back five. He's never done it in his life. And what happened? They got spanked, blood, 5-1 or whatever.
So what should he have done?
Yeah, come on, man. They had a great season. How can you
get him out, man? They're playing good football. Where are they? Bottom of the league, bro. Flipping
they've had tough games, man. They've had tough games.
He should have ended last season on 27 points.
Get him out of him. Get him out, man. Like Gary Neville said, yeah, you can't kid us, blood, with all this fancy tiki-taka football, blood. Well, 1-0 down, and the keeper is seeing more of the ball than my striker. I'm just, what's my man's name?
Let's be clear. Last 10 minutes of the game, we weren't impressed with what we saw. But
where's my man that I've got his name? Whatever the guy up front.
Wan Hee-chan.
Yeah. Come on, he's been on the pitch for 21 minutes. He's only touched the ball once. But the keeper and the back five have touched it 30 times because they're passing amongst each other. Are you taking the mick, bro?
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see.
Guys, bro, this is the Premier League, bro. You need to go and you're here messing about at the back with the ball, bro. What's going on here, bro?
It is, man. Before we move on to the next game, Taha would like a FPL update.
It's a bit personal.
Yeah, we spoke about FPL in a bit, so I thought, why not?
Right, I've had a sensational week, blood.
Can you not see that?
I was top for a while, man.
Actually, no. Someone even had a better week than mine. Only if I'd captain what's his name? Palmer. Would have been sensational.
Is it? Shout out my brother Michael, who's top of the league. Guy don't even watch football like that. But he's 39 points this week. Shout out to Har in second place. David, is that you in fourth? Or third, rather? Is that David from the pod?
Not me, bruv.
No, as in David from the comments, bro. Not you. Who else is in the top? Who else is there? David, you're eighth.
I'm
doing
eighth,
good, bro.
I'm coming, mate.
And above you, the people above you, they're only a couple of points ahead. So
you know what I'm saying, cuz.
All to play for every game week. Adrian, you're above me. That's crazy,
bro. I tried to be too clever. You know when they always tell you, behave yourself. Don't try and be too hipster. Don't try and get the differentials. But I played that Villa. They've got like a right back. It's called like Norjelovic or something like that. I'm like, Mike Cash is injured for a while. Let me do that. Kid didn't even play.
Hey, Endo, respect the thing, cuz. Are you done, bro?
Oh, is Endo in the league?
He's nowhere to be found, blood.
What? Endo said Oscar, it's looking like the Newcastle away end. We can't see nada. What's he referring to when he says that?
Newcastle, because it's high. It's high, like it's high in it, I guess.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
The font is small.
Oh, is it? Is that what they're saying?
I think so. Yeah, zoom in. There you go.
Let me zoom in. Is that better? Sorry, man.
And the
Sorry.
references are brilliant, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking, what's he
like
talking
expression.
about? I thought he was saying because he's top of the league. Big up Sam Lewis, 14th, Adrian 15th, Oscar 16th, Peter 17th. So yeah, it's tight. It's tight in there.
Hey, where's Lola? She was near the top.
No, Lola's up there. Lola's up there. She is sorry.
Where is she?
Ninth, such is life.
Hey.
She's ninth, 387 points. Yeah, man, it's tight, bro. It's tight. So from 10th place, 384, all the way up to top is 439. So, you know, Michael's building a good lead, but look, that was a poor week from him. So we'll see.
Yeah, 39 is crazy. Palmer probably got that by himself.
Taha says, Oscar, bring Michael on the pod. We got to see his ball knowledge.
It's not that great.
To be fair, if you're a top 4 historian, Michael's been in a couple of the pods, you know.
That's true.
That's
true. He used to be the stat man. Yeah, he used to be the stat man. SW6 said there's a third Majuzi. There is, bro. There is.
I said there's more.
Yeah, but there's hella Majuzis. in terms of the what team is Michael sport? Michael's a gooner. He took after Peter in it and became an Arsenal fan.
No, you can't see the badge, but yeah, there you go.
What happened to it? Oh, you watched it off?
No, it's there. It's part of the thing, man. It's
the translucent thing where it looks like the same.
Yeah.
Nat is gonna pull up with Michael's crazy takes next week.
Well,
Big up my brother Michael. All right, speaking of Michael and the Arsenal fans, let's go there. Arsenal 4, Leicester 2. Hey, David.
Yes.
You made hard work of it, didn't you?
Bruh.
Yes.
Bro, I'm seeing 2-0 up thing, yeah. Obviously it's a 3:00 game, so I can't watch it. I couldn't be asked to find the stream in it. I'm seeing 2-0. I've left it alone. I'm on YouTube, yeah. I log into skysportsbruv.com. I'm seeing 2-2, blood. I'm like, yo, what is going on here, blood? I'm losing. Bruv, and then I've gone on the stream, yeah. I've seen us knocking Trossard from the corner, and then what's his name? Havertz scoring it. But
so what do you think went wrong? Because obviously, first half, Arsenal are knocking on the door, cruise control. You score one. Shout out to Martinelli getting back on the score sheet. I know a lot of people have been criticizing him for time, but he bagged. You look comfy. You look like you're gonna go again. Then you get the Trossard goal. What happened in that second half?
Reminder, this is the Premier League, blood. Yeah, we're fighting City for the title, yeah. But don't forget, there's 18 other teams, blood. You make stupid mistakes and you give them one. Hey,
who made the stupid mistake?
No, I'm just saying in general, innit? If you make a mistake and you let in a sloppy goal, the first goal they scored looked a bit sloppy. I only watched highlights in it, so it looked like a sloppy goal to concede, but they scored it. And then the second one,
I think I've been harsh, David. So the first goal is obviously
that's what I'm saying. It looked sloppy, but was it from corner?
No, it's a deflection. It's a free kick that comes in. James Justin heads it. It hits off Havertz's shoulder.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Lucky bounce.
Yeah, Raya's gone the wrong way. It's not really his fault.
2-1, and then the second goal is just a goal.
No mistake about that.
Raya got buried, lads.
But like I think, and then after that, Arsenal have peppered this goalkeeper, absolutely peppered him.
I know,
and he's come out with the saves at the right time. So you know, I wouldn't be too disheartened by this. I wouldn't even say this is.
I'm just saying, innit? It was by the skin of our teeth, bro. If Trossard don't score, bro, it's looking like a long day, bro. Two drop points, innit? So I'm just saying, you got to be on it, bro.
No, but
don't
David,
think you're 2-0 up. You can't be cruising, bro.
No. In fairness to you, man, you battered that. I don't know what that goalkeeper was. His name, Handmanson. I don't know where they plucked him from, but he was pulling out. Like you should have been like at least. I know people love to sort of say this phrase on Twitter, but that was like a 4, maybe even 5 goals he should have scored that.
Yeah, but you're saying we're peppering them, but what happened? We're 2-0 up. They've come back to 2-2, and you're just like, oh snap.
Yeah, but the keeper had a worldy day. Like it's not like you lot.
No, but this is what I'm saying. From what I've watched, as I said, I didn't watch the full game. We're cruising at 2-0. They've come back 2-2, and then we're starting. Obviously, they've gone back in their shell, and we're just peppering.
Yeah. Shout out to Endo. He says, "Look, Arsenal ripped Leicester, ripped, bro.
Bro, we didn't rip.
Blamming is a good word.
We just won the game literally in extra time, innit?
But like, look, you see, you're reaching for man like Ethan Nwanwe.
No, I'm saying, bro. So
I say his name,
Ranieri, I think.
Ranieri. David, what are your thoughts on him? I saw some people saying that he should start midweek.
I've not seen him play. Apparently, everyone's saying he's looking good. Michael,
wait, what? You didn't watch the midweek game?
Nah, my brother went to the game, innit? Bruv, I'm working, bruv. I'm shattered, bruv. I didn't get to watch. But from his thoughts, yeah, you were saying, yeah, man, the youngsters are doing their thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, he looks like a top player in terms of creativity. He seems like he has the right eye for pass. He's got the youthful exuberance. He doesn't seem to have the fear of the moment. So there was one moment where he comes on and it's 2-2. He's on to win the game. And he takes a shot and forces one of the great saves from the keeper. Then the second time, he runs down the byline and wins a corner. And like he's just got that tenacity about him. I didn't watch the midweek game, so I didn't see him from the start to see how good he was. But I believe he scored twice. Ethan. So exciting times. People are saying, "Look, Odegaard's out. Let's play the youth." That's what they're saying.
I was just gonna say, like, it's just to touch on Oscar's point, like. When you're 17 and you know you've got it like that, there's just a fearlessness, there's just a unpredictability. There's a newness, like he's willing to try new things. The defense, they're not too sure quite how to deal with it. They're not necessarily sure what he is. Physically, he looks all right as well. Like I know he's only 17, but he's not like a scrawny 17-year-old boy. You know what I mean? Like he's got a bit of size to him. You know, at this age, at this stage of his career as well. So yeah, man. By all means, I think sometimes
he's gonna be needed, bruv. There's a lot of games, man. So mate, play him, man.
Also,
play him in Odegaard's position, bro.
Yeah, that name you just said. What's that name you said at the end?
Odegaard.
I swear they only said he was going to be out for 3 weeks. Where is
he? Who is the Arsenal? I tell you guys this all the time, bruv. That guy was not going to play.
Wait, but wait. It's not been 3 weeks.
Has it not?
Bruv, that's 3 weeks, bro. Tottenham was the other week.
Yeah.
No, Tottenham was the other week.
Okay, fairs. My bad. It's been a while.
But he was out for a while. I'm
not expecting him back for till the when's the international break?
It's not next week, the week after.
Let him
rest. What?
What do you mean? Recover that ankle properly, bro. I don't want this rush back and then he.
So we've got
sit down, bro.
So
bit sudden.
This weekend, there's games the weekend of the 5th, 6th. Then there's games the weekends of 11th, 12th.
I guess, yeah.
Actually, no, it's 11th, 12th, the thingy, the international break. Let me just.
I think so.
I mean, Oscar's happy, so getting his dose of Carsley ball. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Yeah, you know me, I love Carsley ball, but I don't like international breaks, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's after this week, isn't it?
Next weekend's the last set of games, and then the weekend after is international break. That's bloody annoying, man. I don't like that.
That's sudden, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's like
this Nations League needs to dip, bruv. Honestly.
Yeah, not feeling it at all. Arsenal got PSG in midweek. Dave, are you gonna watch that one?
Yeah, that's on Amazon Prime, cuz you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, run that one up.
When did Amazon Prime get Champions League games? That's mad.
Yeah, just this year they got it for the first time. They get one game.
They're paying out money for live
a week. What do you think? What are you thinking now? Because obviously the Champions League, this format is a little bit different now. You obviously didn't win your first Champions League game, so this game is like
3 points.
3
3
points.
points.
Are you good enough? Because right now, PSG, Barcola's got his form there, looking like a serious talent. What are you saying against PSG?
Wait, let me look at their squad, bro. I don't even know who plays for them.
Because if you man lose, then it's a bit hairy, isn't it?
It's bro. He's sticky.
I think this league I think you can lose and still be fair.
Oscar, I'm telling you, it's not a joke.
You know what annoys me about it? There's no real incentive to finish top. Like, there's only an incentive to finish.
Let me give you the incentive. You finish out that top 8, blood. That's 2 extra games in February, mate.
Yeah, but it's 8.
As in
You're going to be in Arsenal. Going to be in the top 8.
So we finish first. We finish 7th.
I am telling you, you'll see. We'll get to game week 8. Yeah, you'll see it, bruh. There's certain man who are not going to be comfortable. You could be second and drop out if you have a mad result.
Well, I think I will have the perfect view of it this year because I'm a neutral watching the Champions. I ain't got a dog in the fight. I ain't got a dog in the fight, but I just don't. I haven't seen it play out. I don't know what the danger points are. I see, Villa have Bayern, great game. Arsenal have PSG, another great game. I should be excited by these games, but I'm not because I don't really know the jeopardy. I don't really know.
You'll get to game week 8, yeah, and you'll see the jeopardy, bro. You'll see some in the 8 and 24. Is it 9 to 24? Who think, I'm in the playoff. Next minute, one of the bottom teams wins the game, and you're knocked out. No Europe whatsoever.
No. To be fair, if you get knocked out, in this current format, if you get knocked out, it's because you deserve it. There's 24 slots of qualification. If you get knocked out and you're in the same pot as Sturm Graz, you deserved it. You deserve to go. You're not built for this competition. Simple as that.
So, mate, you will see it. It's not going to be, but yeah, we need to win that one.
3 wins gets you into the thing.
That's a must win, mate.
SW6 mentioning the fact that Dembele got dropped. They announced this early that he's not going to be in the squad. When is that game? Tomorrow or is it Wednesday?
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow.
Nah, tomorrow night is Liverpool, no?
Is it not?
No, Liverpool's Wednesday. Liverpool's Wednesday, my bad.
Yeah, we're playing tomorrow, bruv. I've seen it advertised on Prime, bruv.
Yes. It's true. 24 slots is insane. What's insane about that? It's a lot of teams. Anything more on Arsenal? You happy, David?
Yeah. There's nothing. I got nothing. I don't want Peter to come on to me to get on to me next week for not praising the team. Why have we got 3 points? 3 points and 3 points.
Endo says Aston Villa versus Bayern is going to be amazing. Villa Park is going to be buzzing.
I've got a question for you, David.
Go on.
Obviously, Rodri's out for the season.
Yeah.
Does that change your, not necessarily prediction, but does that change your expectation for what this Arsenal side should do? Because obviously City have had such a big hit.
Hear what I'm saying, yeah. And I wish Peter was here, yeah. He would understand this reference I'm about to make, yeah. What was it? McLaren, they had the 2 best drivers, 2007. They had the best car. But they were squabbling. And do you know what happened? The Ferrari come in and Mickey, what's his name? Raikkonen wins the championship. If we're not careful, blood, one of these other teams, Chelsea, Liverpool, hey, forget City, win your games, blood. We don't forget about this rivalry, all this nonsense, dark hearts. Win your games, blood. Yeah, Rodri's gone. That's a lot. That's a major loss for City. Win your games.
Listen. I need. As time goes on, I need to think of a better reference. But this is WrestleMania 20.
This is the 2
Triple
best.
H is here. Shawn Michaels is here. We just need to be the 3rd man and just slide.
Yeah. There you go.
Huh? What?
You want to be Chris Benoit?
Whoa! You said it.
How would you make yourself that person?
No, but that's what I need to find a better example. But just for the sake of obviously,
I gave you the perfect example right there. You had Fernando Alonso, who was the 2-time reigning defending champion. You had Lewis Hamilton, the apprentice, like the next big thing.
There we go.
You had the best car,
They're the best.
And the McLaren, they started squabbling. Here comes the Ferrari. Mickey Raikkonen. They took the title.
Listen.
So
We
that's
gotta
my
get Mickey Raikkonen.
that sums up my point right there. If you're not careful, one of these Liverpool or Chelsea, maybe even Villa, depending on how they go in the Champions League. Yeah.
So David, where did Mickey finish?
He won the title.
There, you get it. Finish.
He's
fulfilling, no?
Hey, let's
move
on, man. Though let's move on. What the heck are you doing, Adrian?
Actually, to correct myself before Peter gets onto me, it's Kimi Raikkonen, not Mickey.
Oh, is it?
Did you say Mickey Raikkonen?
I said Mickey Raikkonen. Sorry, it went out my head, mate.
Okay, let's move on to the other scores in the Premier League. First things first, Saturday kickoff: Manchester City 1, Newcastle United 1, or should I say it the other way around? City dropping points, David.
Yeah.
Make you smart.
Yeah, I wish they lost though, but yeah. Yeah.
That goal from Josko Vardio was
sweet. It was sweet.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
He's a defender for crying out loud.
It's all this inverted wing back thing that sometimes it works, and then other days it's just like
No, pick him up, like that level of composure.
Yeah.
He's a freak of a player, man.
Big up Newcastle for getting back into the game as well. After going 1-0 down, it's easy for the heads to drop.
Yeah, but I did have a stinker Gundogan, bro. Mate, you're 2-on-1 with Haaland, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Guys, what's going on with Philip?
Hey, bruv, who knows, bruv? Right, don't ask me, bruv. You're not that guy. De Bruyne's not here. Bruv, where you at, bruv?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really understand what's going on there. SW6 says the penalty. I'm not sure. I'll give it. I'll give it. It's harsh if it goes against you, but at the end of the day, Anthony Gordon is playing for the penalty. But at the same time, where else is he going to go?
Yeah.
He's playing for it, sure.
Could he easily have rounded the keeper? Yeah.
He tried,
really wanted to, but
he didn't really, but he went. Do you know what I'm saying? You're 1-on-1 with the keeper. He could have easily just, yeah.
All right, let me move on to the rest of the fixtures. 3 o'clock, we had Brentford 1, West Ham 1. 2 absolute worldies in that game.
Brentford, you keep starting fast, but not secure the win, bro. Wagwan, guys.
Just don't pay attention to Brentford. Like this is a mid-table team. They're not going to finish in the bottom 3. They're not going to finish in the top 8. They're just going to yo-yo and draw games and win games at least.
You lot can't be.
I've been them up. They've had some serious departures and injuries as well. So just
man,
keep their heads above water.
Yeah, shout out and Buemo. Yeah, SW6 says he's having his own goal of the season competition. That's a fact.
So
that's for a world.
Fortson and Buemo. Surprisingly, I think he's 25. What's his level?
That's his level. Where he is,
he's a Premier League level player. I think he could play for a team above. Like I could see I don't know if that's really above, but I could see Palace taking him.
Same sort of.
That one who's fighting relegation, you're taking a mick. That's disrespectful.
What? Palace are not fighting relegation.
They're not a relegation team.
They're not a relegation team. But let's see. Let me see. Who's above? Where could he go? That's above Brentford, but not too big for your boots.
What Spurs? Spurs level? I think you could do a Spurs, no?
No.
I mean, if Brennan Johnson gets a gig at Spurs, I don't see why he couldn't.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah.
I could see him going on the bench there though, because is he not number 10?
He's playing up front.
Yeah, I don't see him as an out and out striker. SW6 is saying Mbeumo Tottenham.
Actually, David, I think you make a good point about someone like Mbeumo, and this is sort of a similar point to sort of Cole Palmer as well. Is when you're the man at a club, and when everything's built around you and you're the focal point, you're going to put up numbers because you're always going to be playing and it's always going to be around you. But yeah, as you say, if Mbeumo does go to a Spurs, suddenly he's on the periphery, he's playing on the wings a lot more, and yeah.
You're not going to be put in your best position to. You're always going to be around. Solanke's there. You got Son, and Just Brentford is this thing. Stay there, bro.
Because I know Liverpool, I don't know how sincere it is, but Liverpool are linked with him quite a bit as like a right wing sort of salary thing.
That's agent talking nonsense, bro. I lie, bro.
I'm gonna bring him up, man. Zini's thing, consistent.
Do your thing at Brentford. Collect your money there, bro. Don't move, man.
I do feel harsh because I do feel like he's capable, a player of that level. He's a Europa League player, certainly.
Yes, for sure. In Europe, I mean, look at the moves. Some of them, like look, Morpie. He's better than Morpie. Do you know what I mean?
Well, way better. It's not for the conversation.
And he's, Morpie's playing European football. So, yeah, I would agree. Other results: Everton 2, Crystal Palace 1. Everton get their first win of the season. Shout out to Toffees. The Toffee. Hey, guys. Dwight McNeil?
Guys, I had him in the FPL, bruv.
Did you?
Yeah. Nah, it's only by luck here because I was meant to change my team, but I forgot. But yeah,
that's a definitely had 5.6 million left. You got.
Nah, because I was gonna put in Diaz and Jackson. Thank God I didn't. Thank God.
I saw a tweet that perfectly sums up Mark O'Brien. They said he's the Olivier Giroud. Sorry, I literally stole my own thunder. But I saw a tweet that perfectly summed up Dwight McNeil. They said he's the Olivier Giroud of Mark O'Brien's, and I got exactly what they meant.
You what?
Yeah.
The Olivier Giroud of Mark O'Brien.
Yeah, because he's basically Michael Brighton, but has that Giroud like worldy effect.
Okay.
Of like, yeah, you could just score a worldie on any given day, and we don't know when it's coming. I get it, man.
He's a Barclays man, born 10 years too late. Definitely.
Yes.
Good win for
on the other side of the coin, guys, Palace losing again.
Later, allow it, bruv. Glasner, bruv, mate. I don't know what's going on.
Well, Paris apparently, if we beat him, he's looking to lower the boom. Like, do you think that's a bit premature considering how well they were playing towards the back in the last season?
He's looking to what?
Looking to. I mean, again, it's just paper talk. But like, they're like, raw. Like, if it doesn't necessarily go too well, Oli Glasner's going to get the boot. Like, if you like give him like 3 and 4s, I don't know. I think that's a bit knee-jerk.
I think it's possible. That's the way the league moves. I would have never had Glasner as the first manager to be sacked, but boy, it could come down to it. Still, it could come down to it. Next up, we had Forest 0, Fulham 1. Raul Jimenez on the score sheet again. This time from the spot. I'm surprised at this one. Yeah, I thought Forest would get a result at home, but boy. Hudson-Odoi had the chance to equalise, man. Didn't take the chance.
He done all right. It was a good shot, though.
He done really well to work out the shot. He's got very.
Nuno's doing a good job still. I won't lie, bro.
Bro, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that their first loss?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, man.
They have done all right. They have done all right. And then moving on to Sunday night. Sunday night. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Sunday afternoon. Ipswich 2, Aston Villa 2.
Yeah, Aston Villa can hold that, bruv.
Yeah, man. Shout out to hey, Adrian.
Yo.
Your man Liam.
Yeah. But he's doing his thing, man. Like he's got to run a good Premier League side, and I think this is someone
that one
could be playing for England.
Villa are gonna kick themselves for that one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Put them to bed, mate.
It's a tough one. I mean, to have that game away before going off to Bayern, and they want to play a lot of the same players. Ollie Watkins, Morgan Rogers. It's going to be tough for them competing in the Champions League and trying to keep up these Premier League performances.
Yeah, but those results there, where you're comfy, you're winning 2-0, you haven't pressed on the thing, mate. And then the way they conceded as well, my man. I don't know. I think he had the winger was right there on the wing. Just give him the ball. You've decided to try to play a through ball to thing, and you've now left your centre back hanging.
He got Cooks though.
He got Cooks.
Diego Carlos.
No, yeah, Torres. No, was it not
Was
Torres?
it Paul Torres?
No, it wasn't Torres. It wasn't Torres.
Carlos. I'm pretty sure it was Carlos. Man.
Yeah, Torres was the other centre back trying to come and cover.
Turned inside out.
Yeah, man.
Differently,
Big
bro.
up Dilap, man.
He
Cooking.
got turned.
Yeah, big season for him. Obviously, you know, he's was at Manchester City. A big talks about striker. Bro, this Ipswich team got a lot of players, man. I saw Calvin Phillips in there hooping.
Jack Clark.
Yeah.
Look, if they get relegated, they're definitely bouncing. They're obliterating that league. But I think they've had like 4 draws in a row, though. No.
Who?
Ipswich. Like, what do you man think of them? Like, how do you man think they've fared so far?
Yeah, I mean, I can't sit here and say that I've watched a lot of Ipswich. I haven't. Endo said I want to discuss Ipswich. They've only lost 2 games.
Here we go.
Unbeaten since game week 2. The only time I've seen them this season was against Liverpool. So
gave us a game.
I don't have much to say on them, but when I catch them, when I catch a 90,
now they play good football. They're not like Wolves, but yeah, you need a couple W's still. I won't lie.
No, you might be all right, you know, because they gave us a game. Okay, they got a chance by City. That's by the by. But if you draw 4 times, like you're competitive and you just need something to go your way.
You're competitive, and they can get goals. Yeah. I just believe in Dilap. Like he can score. If they put the right pieces. Yeah, if you put the right pieces around him, then yeah, we can see something. We can see something.
Yeah, and guys, please, another pet peeve of mine. Yeah,
go on.
If you're not a midfielder, please stop trying to do midfield things.
What do you mean?
That second goal that Aston Villa conceded is my right back trying to play through ball. That's not your thing, cuz. Allow it.
What concert?
I don't know who it is that passes the ball and they get counted on.
I didn't notice. I just noticed the finish.
It was a defender, bruv. Bro, I know everyone's a ball playing centre back and all that, but please, once you get into the midfield, unless you do have what's my man from Tottenham, is it Van der Wen? Whatever his name is.
Yeah,
unless you do that, please come away from there. Come away from
David. I tell you who else looks tidy. Well, I know we've already spoken about Arsenal. What are you thinking about Calafiori? Because like there's a couple of times like he just looks comfy on the ball, bro, for defender especially.
Yeah, I've even seen it even against the City game. He looks good. I won't lie, bro. He looks good. So I don't want to see Zinchenko anymore. He can warm that bench, bro.
Yeah, he's gone in the summer anyway.
Yeah, whatever. The bench, bro. Physios, do your thing to keep Calafiori, Timber. I need to see Calafiori, Timber, and who's the other one? Ben White.
He should have been sent off this week though, Calafiori.
Yeah.
Even Tomiyasu, he can warm the bench, blood. This back 5 I'm seeing from Arsenal.
How many defenders does a man want?
No, I don't want to see Tomiyasu or thing. Zinchenko. I'd let them sit there, bro. I don't want to know that. But Timber, Timber's what?
He's got a lot of technicians at fullback. Put it that way.
TFL section. Everyone, what's your favorite and least favorite line on the tube?
Central line.
What? Least favorite?
Least favorite, bruv.
Yeah.
Fair.
When it's packed, nah. Actually, even Jubilee's another one.
Nah, Jubilee's my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Jubilee's the best line.
But it's personal. No. I think the best line in terms of efficiency, everything, it's got to be Victoria. No?
Yeah, Endo said Victoria line is butters, but Victoria line gets you from A to B.
Brother, from Brixton to Black Horse Road. In like half an hour.
Yeah. Tahar said, Oscar, as an NW man, I should be hearing Bakerloo. No, you shouldn't.
Awful.
As an NW man, I know the Bakerloo line sucks.
Bakerloo line is an awful line, bro.
So Bakerloo line sucks.
If you slap a seat, the amount of
can I give you my best line? Guys, I think you all agree the best line. I know it's relatively new, it hasn't got decades behind it, but the Elizabeth line.
Yeah. But the thing is, David, it's so good. I don't even think it should be in the debate.
Yeah, it's in the league of the
I don't even think it's fair to put Central Line and Lizzie Line.
You've got a bit of Wi-Fi sometimes. Like certain stations, Canary Wharf.
Yeah, bro. Now, so I get it sometimes to work, and the section I'm on, I get full signal the whole way through underground. I said, how?
Guys, there is
What section am I on? To be fair, I'm at the end.
No, I'm in Central. I'm talking like Liverpool Street area. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about you meant like that. Yeah. By the time you get to Liverpool Street, there's plain sailing.
Clean. Shout out SW6 says Baker Lewis too dusty.
Endo
says
that's an 1847
district line and the Jubilee line I rock with heavy. You see my problem with the district line? That line is long.
too many stations, bro.
Hella stations.
green one.
Anytime I check maps, it says get district line. I'm like, cool, yeah, district line. How long am I on there for? 23 stops. What? Are you mad? 23 stops.
It's got silly stops that it's not necessary.
Yeah, man. It's got
District line in Hammersmith is long, bro. My God.
Tahar says, I remember being on the Bakerloo line at like 10 p.m. coming back from the bridge. Generational memories. Nah. It's not. It don't hit that Tahar. It don't hit. Don't act like that memory slaps in your head. It don't.
You got a man with his elbow digging you in your back. You can't get a seat. I mean,
and those Metropolitan line is bare long. 3 stops take like 20 minutes. Do you know what? Met line it is bad, but I don't mind it.
No, to be fair, Met line, the northwest bit, when it takes you from Finchley Road to Wembley Park. It's all right, man. But then it goes funny places like Rickman.
I used to get that to school, so it reminds me of school. I don't like that. SW6 said that is too real and district on a Sunday. Forget it.
Never done
Forget
that.
it.
Man's asked, then what TFO stop has the weirdest name?
Yeah, Cockfosters.
There you go. I was about to say the same thing.
Why?
Lava splish.
They need to change it. Like, in the age that we're in now, and political.
Rapino's here, you know. Shout out Robin.
Hey, Robin asks you. Ooh, St. John's Wood. Ooh.
Hey, stop it, man.
Why for that?
That's the St. John's Wood.
Man.
Man, I lava. Robin said, man, them 2 things. Tell us the 2 things, Robin. We're waiting.
2 things, blood.
Endo says, guys, when you're on the train, would you rather stand or sit down? I don't sit down unless there's bare empty seats. Yeah, I'm sitting down.
I'm sitting down, but I hear what you're saying, though. I do hear what you're saying, but I'm sitting down.
Right.
I'm taking a seat, man. I'm always taking a seat.
All
right, man, then.
I'm locked in, man.
First thing, the best line destination-wise is the Piccadilly line.
Are you all right, bruv?
Every major place, it gets you there. Good speed. No What's every major place?
Like Amos, no,
one's going. Listen, no one's going to Heathrow, bruv. Are you mad?
Amos Grove,
allow it,
Lane,
and all that, bruv. Nah, allow it.
Because
who wants to go there? Who wants to go to Arnold Grove and these places?
Who wants to go Uxbridge and all that, bruv?
Brother, this line sucks. Piccadilly sucks. I just deeped how bad it is. And he says 2, Vince McMahon should be not that guy, but he isn't. Well, I think he is. We'll get there. I think he is. Tahar wants you to speak about United. Shout out Robin for the comments, though. Big up the Vince McMahon comment. Guys, goal of the week. Where are we going?
There were a couple. There's my man Justin from Leicester.
That's goal of the week, David.
Oh, you had Dwight McNeil. You had Dwight McNeil from Everton.
Dwight McNeil slapped one as well, and Buemo slapped one. Yeah. Obviously, Palmer's free kick was dirty.
Yeah. I think with the Palmer one, look at where in the net it touches. Crazy.
He's cracked, man. I can't believe we got one, man. We really got one. We really got one.
Do you know what? Oscar, do you know the most beautiful thing that you should rest assured? It was only going to ever happen at Chelsea. Like this version of Cole Palmer was seeing, it was going to be at City. You would have been better fulfilling them. Like you've cultivated it. You took the gamble. You've nurtured him, and you're bearing fruit. Well done.
SW6 says Palmer free kick. It was far. Yeah, the free kick was far.
That James Justin one, it just looked.
Yeah, for me, I have a love for a first-time volley, man.
That James Justin one was slapped, lad. I was like, even when you could see the goal, you're like, ooh.
Fair enough.
All right, let's get to voting. As much as I love Cole Palmer, I'm gonna go James
buried, bro. I won't lie. I was like, my keeper got buried.
Slapped it, bro. Slapped it. Adrian, where you going?
Yeah,
Who's
big
your
up
vote?
James Justin, man. Come back. He's had a rough couple of years, man. ACL injury. He was cast to Azkaban by Enzo Maresca. He said he can't do what I need from you. But yeah, man, he's back in the Prem. Because remember I think he came from like Luton or something, and he was looking good. They're like, yeah, he's gonna play for England, and it all went downhill.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah,
happy.
I remember he looks very excited when Leicester had their Brendan Rodgers era.
Oh, do you
He
remember?
looks very good. Yeah,
He was one of the people, but he had a Sionchu where they were looking good, and then it just went downhill. So yeah, big him up, man.
David, who are you voting for?
Yeah, I'm going James Justin, mate.
Your goal of the week is James Justin, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to player of the week. Is there a debate here?
No,
Is there something to be had? Is there a conversation?
Oscar, you should do a monologue, if anything. That's how clean cut it is.
This guy, Cole Palmer, yeah. He scored 4 goals.
Oscar, Cole, Jermaine, Cole.
Jermaine. His middle name is Jermaine. That's crazy.
Ain't you know that from St. Kitts or something?
I think it's St. Kitts.
His granddad's from St. Kitts, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shout out Cole, man. Obviously 4 goals. Free kick was crazy. That final goal was crazy as well. Yeah, man, he's just an elite player, man. And we're gonna see more of this. There's gonna be more player of the weeks from Cole Palmer. I guarantee it. So
he's 22.
Yeah.
What? Chelsea have got one. Yeah, you know what? That shout by Ernie, man. He could potentially be your next Eden Hazard, man.
Yeah, SW6 says it, Oscar. We got one of them ones, you know. Another one. We got one of them ones. Yeah, he's too good. Shout out to Robin in the comments. He says, I can't be asked to talk about United. I've had a long journey and I should be enjoying life. But no, this football club is being run by a man who thinks football is snooker. What is this? Endo's saying Palmer's doing Suarez things. Okay, team of the week. Who is your team of the week?
Leicester were close, you know.
How can you give it to Leicester when they've lost?
No, because they lost. Obviously, to drag it back to 2-2. That was close.
This guy.
I think Spurs is not a bad shout.
Yeah, Spurs.
Has to be Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs.
Got to give it to the
shout out Tottenham. Hey, Robinho saying Cole Palmer's elite. Wow. Endo wants to give it to Everton for their home win. I mean, fair enough, good win, but come on, it's not 3-0 at Old Trafford.
It's not 3-0 at OT.
So congratulations, Ange Postecoglou and Spurs.
Oh my days! So United have conceded 6 and scored 1.
Can we shout out expressions, bro? My guy's bro. He had me dying, bro. He wrote a song for Big Ange, and then obviously, what was the other one about United?
I don't remember.
Oh, I'm loving Big
Ange. In the spliff, Man United.
In the spliff, I say. In the spliff,
I can't remember the rest of
United. Getting cooked the Manchester way.
No. It got. Yeah, I can't repeat the language.
I just made it up.
He's remixed it. He's remixed it in a good way.
He remixed it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, who is not that guy?
He wants to do it, bro, because I've not watched the documentary, so I can't give it the full source.
Yeah, man, I could give it to this guy because, you know, he's a sick freak. Like, I don't think you guys understand. This week, guys, Netflix released a documentary it's called Mr. McMahon, exposing Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Just a story about his life, how he got to the position he's in, and what he did in the position he's in. And, you know, there's 6 episodes, and every episode, there is a new reason why this person is just tapped. We're talking about people dying. We're talking about horrible business decisions. We're talking about, you know, assault, rape, you name it. This guy is listed. Yeah, it's listed on this documentary. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. I would say it's worth a watch. It is a great watch, but you learn about how much of a sicko this guy is, man. It's disgusting. So for this week and for this, I don't know, this decade, the not that guy has to be Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You're not that guy.
What's it up, man?
You're not that guy. No chance. Nah. dirty. Is there anyone else? Maybe anyone football related? I think Ten Hag should get it too, man. Yeah, shout out Robin, bro. Ten Hag, you're not that guy.
No,
you're not that
guy. But guys. Why does he not get it? Because no. Because he's done so many egregious managerial things. What was it this week that broke the camel's back? What was the straw that broke the camel's back with this man?
Adrian.
This is a man that's lost 7-0 at Anfield. You're going.
No. Adrian. Think about your club.
Yes.
David, think about your club. I'm gonna think about my club. Have Spurs ever come to your home and won 3-0? Spurs.
No.
It's mad.
What did you say?
Even if I say to win comfortably or convincingly, you have to think, what was the last time? 3-0 at home. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I think we've lost to Spurs, but they've not played us off the park, man.
Bro, they've not come to the Emirates and popped you 3-0. It's never happened.
It's never happened.
They've not come to the Emirates and popped you 3-0. They're not going to Anfield and popping you 3-0. It's not happening. They've never come to Stamford Bridge and popped us 3-0. They did a little 2-0. But they never did a 3-0. You know what I mean?
At some point, you just need to have some pride about yourself, man. How can Tottenham come to your perch, pull their trousers down, and just piss all over your fellow club?
Look what Endo said. This isn't the first time. 3-0 in 2018, 6-1 in 2020.
United have suffered.
Wait, what did Nick say? What did you say? Back-to-back 3-0 losses at home.
Who did they lose before? Oh, Liverpool. Oh, snap.
Yeah. Tottenham have scored more goals at Old Trafford this season than Man United.
My gosh. Yeah. Hey, Ten Hag needs to get out of it, man. Honestly.
But like Adrian's saying, this is not his first crime. This ain't his first rodeo. So why was it this week that everyone's decided to clamor?
Guys, it's done. This man is done. He's cool.
Guys, he dropped Ahmad.
Guys, I'm not going to continue. Here's my point. I'm not going to continue to allow this guy to commit crimes.
Cool. It's out of our hands.
There's more crimes coming.
Bro, there's more crimes coming.
And guys, there's more crimes to come.
There are more crimes to come.
Guys, you know the saddest thing about this all? There's not even a 10% redeemability value about this guy. There's not a promo, there's not an interview, there's not a tactic, there's not an ideology, there's nothing to say or nothing to suggest that this guy can make it better. Nothing. He's like, and you know what? I'm going to sound like a journalist now, but so be it. You know, like his lack of charisma. It is awful. I swear to you, man. Yeah. On Sunday afternoon, I was en route somewhere. I saw an interview on Sky Sports. It was like a Ten Hag interview. They're asking him like questions. I'm like, oh, okay. They're asking Ten Hag interesting questions. Awful concept, by the way. It wasn't even a fluff piece. Oscar, I kid you not, they were asking this guy stuff like, so how many days before the game you pick the lineup? I don't give a damn.
No, I heard I was listening to Culture Cams a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about the lack of charisma of Ten Hag, and he was saying like it's hard for players to like buy into. It must be hard for them to buy into when he's giving like motivational speeches and warming them up for the game and all this stuff, because like there'll be clips of like, you know, when he signs a player and they'll do the behind the scenes and you'll see a clip of Ten Hag talking to the player. And it's like he tries to bust a joke and they're not getting the joke. Like he's not personable. I don't feel like they relate to him. I don't feel like they get his vibe. You know what I mean? You know, like Klopp, bro. Klopp would treat all these players like his son. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you'd see that. You'd see the relationship that they had. Whereas Ten Hag, does he communicate with these guys? Do they get him?
Oscar, it's funny that you mentioned Klopp, because that was actually my fear, because I had no clue who Arne Slot was. So my first thing was like, is he going to be personable? Is he going to be likable? But then you look at like Arne Slot, the way he conducts himself in press conferences and sort of other sort of content, and it's warm and it's bubbly and he's always smiling, and then Ten Hag just feels like a dead rat in a suit, bruv.
Yeah, like if you think back to the All or Nothing documentary when Arsenal, you see the clips of Arteta in the dressing room. Like, love him or hate him, you can resonate with him. There's something about him that makes you feel, okay, look, he's got a plan. He's very confident. He knows how to get stuff out of these players. I don't believe Ten Hag could give a speech that can motivate. I don't believe it.
And part of me feels a bit harsh because we're kicking the dog while down because obviously it's clear that English isn't his first. It's clear English isn't his first language, and it's clear that he struggles. It's not
the first language of any of the guys that we've mentioned.
No, go ahead. But I think for him in particular, on top of his lack of charisma, I think there's definitely a language barrier there, which is quite surprising because I would have thought for a Dutch person would have been a lot more senior.
I hear you, but even a player like a coach like Graham Potter, it was the same thing.
True.
Like, this guy's an English guy, but I just looked at him and I thought, as much as I liked his tactics, he didn't feel like he could grab a top player and tell them they're the best in the world and make them feel that. You know what I mean?
Oscar, do you know what gave me the ick with Graham Potter?
What's that?
They were bigging him up because obviously, like, he got the new haircut, bust down, now he's at Chelsea, and they're talking to him about a glow up, and then he's like, a glow up? No. It was just so boring. He just took the conversation so left field. I'm like, he ain't got no sauce, he ain't got no riz, man. Get out of it. Like a normal manager, like the Luton manager. What's his name? The Luton manager from last season. Yeah, he was just lapping it up, and there was like a charm and a charisma, and it's like, like, I've got something about me. And then you look at Potter, and just didn't embrace it well at all, man.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be able to inspire people, man. You got to inspire players, and I don't see it with Ten Hag. I'm not saying he can't, I just don't see it. Nick said, guys, who do you think will finish higher, Villa or Chelsea? I'm going Chelsea.
That's a great question.
I just think Champions League will be too much for Villa.
Oh, that's a good question.
This week, game for a Champions League, they've dropped points against Ipswich. Who knows? Ipswich might turn out to be a really good team, but I don't know. I just think they'll get through the group stage of the Champions League, and then they'll really start to have those, tough games that they're putting all their energy into. So, yeah.
Yeah, Oscar, I want to echo your sentiments. I think just the strain of Champions League and Premier League back to back might be a bit too much. Because that squad, whilst I think they've padded it out, I don't necessarily think they've sort of given themselves enough quality to bridge that sort of gap.
Yeah,
I agree.
Taha said, Oscar, you told me Peter's going to join. He's still not here. Look, I was told he's going to join. He sent a message in the group chat saying it's probably not going to make it. He had to work late, unfortunately. So apologies for that.
Like if Peter could drive the train to be here, he would have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what Peter's on. Endo says, Mandem, if you want to laugh anytime this week, please watch No Rule Show on Specs' channel with him, Expressions, PK Humble is a Mazza. I don't know, man. That's not my kind of content. I'll be real.
No. Oscar, that's the Infinity Stones. If I could ask you to give me the 3 funniest people I can think of.
I think Specs is hilarious. I think Expressions is hilarious. I'm not the biggest fan of PK Humble.
Are you not? He's the funniest of the lot.
I'm not. I don't find him funny. I'll be real.
What is it? Actually, to be fair,
I think it's just too over the top. I don't know. When I watch his content, I feel like I'm in set 8.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I've got a very low threshold. If you see the stuff that I consume, so that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah,
it feels like I'm in bottom set maths and everyone's making jokes and I'm like, I'm laughing, but I need to get my work done. Like,
I'm very easily impressed. I hear it still.
See, look, Endo said, not a fan of PK, the founder of John Deese, Oscar Shore. See, that's to me, that John Deese stuff is not funny to me.
Yeah,
that's not funny to me. Like,
and you get the worst example. I'm over the fan.
When people say stuff like that, I'm like, bro, that's a real thing that people suffer with. Like, it's not. I don't find it funny. So but Specs is obviously just out of the box. Like, you never know what my man's gonna say next. So I think he's hilarious. And Expression is just talented, bro. Expression is just so talented.
He's a wizard.
But yeah, big up them, man. You know, I always support the people that are doing content. Big up them, even if it's not for me, it's for a lot of people. So PK Humble ain't losing no sleep over me not watching.
Yeah, 100, man. Yeah, big up everyone, man, doing their turn.
Murad said, I think the league element of the UCL is making it feel as though you're playing in 2 leagues simultaneously. It will be draining and a little too much for some of the notable big clubs. See? Why is Robinho trying to do that? Why is Robinho trying to do that?
Right?
He said Oscar said AD is set 8. No, I didn't, bro.
I mean, just because it's true, you didn't have to say it.
I didn't say AD is set 8. I said I feel like I'm in set 8 when I laugh at that kind of stuff.
No. He's right. It's very bottom of the barrel, like easy giggles.
It just feels like childish banter.
Yeah.
It feels like childish banter. Endo said Specs is generational. He looks like Oscar's brother. Okay. I don't know if he means my brother or he looks like he could be my brother.
I think he could be.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all for this week, lads. Any more for any more?
Predictions, or you're not really too keen on that?
Yeah, okay, we can run our little predictions. Let me go through some of the fixtures for next week. Early kickoff, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. What are we saying, lads?
Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Yeah, gonna be quiet.
I think they'll make it tough for you, but you'll win, similar to Wolves.
Yeah.
3 p.m. David, Arsenal, Southampton. What you telling me? Emirates,
Points, man. 3 points, Arsenal, bro. Pamage.
Slap. The problem with Arsenal, is in a game like this, I expect you to slap them, but I don't have someone to bank and say he's going to be my captain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, if you think Chelsea are going to win, you captain Palmer. If you think Liverpool are going to win, Salah's your guy. Haaland's your guy. Who's the guy for Arsenal? Saka will only get 1 assist or 1 goal.
Yeah, I think Arteta's done that by design. Like everybody leaves with something. Like the defenders will score like a few, the midfielders will score a few, and then the front line.
Just captain Saliba and them, man, isn't it?
There's not one source. Yeah, right.
Endo says 4-0 Southampton. Arsenal versus Southampton. Murad says 4-1. He thinks you'll concede. And then on the Palace game, he's gone for a 2-1.
No, Murad, we need to. Is it gone?
He's hate watching, bro. Murad, bro.
Yeah, that's a hate watch, man. You're begging for it.
We need to stay on the pod, bro, because for 3 seasons straight, you said champions elect. I ain't seen no league trophy.
Hey, Murad, if you're free next week, Monday, let me know, man. We'll drop you the link. You can come back on, man. As long as you're not driving, it's all good. Man City versus Fulham, 3 p.m. kickoff. I think City at home, Etihad.
Irrespective of where that is, 3-0.
Yeah. The 5 p.m. kickoff is a tasty one. The Anthony Gordon derby, Everton at home to Newcastle United.
Ooh. That's a draw.
But you said that Murad just told us that City would have dropped points against Newcastle. I kid you not, every single week
I can't lie.
you predict.
Every week you predict a City drop points. Every week. Endo saying 2-0 Everton. That's brave. Okay. And then away from home at Villa Park, Aston Villa host Manchester United.
Hey, United are getting pammed, bro.
Yeah, United are losing still.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can see this game being a draw.
Yeah,
United got Europa next week.
Villa have got Champions League.
I know. Have United got Europa?
I don't actually know. Let me check.
I think they might.
Let me check.
Yeah, we got Porto.
Yes.
Hey.
Porto. I checked that earlier. Yeah, Porto on Thursday and then Sunday, Villa away. I can see a draw. I'll go for a 1-1 draw in this game.
The thing about Ten Hag, like, he can drag something from the jaws of defeat. Just when you think he's down and out, you get a result that buys him an extra 3 weeks. And then
Villa win, mate. Villa at home against Bayern Munich, mate. And then they get the extra day as well.
Endo says Man United won at Villa Park last season. I don't rate Villa like that. This Villa Park myth needs to get dead off. Yeah, I don't even think it's a myth.
Villa is tough, bro.
Villa Park.
Endo said, Oscar, you can just say that game again, but this time say, this is Manchester United. It's true. This is Manchester United.
United lose, man.
This is Manchester United.
I hope United continue to lose forever.
All right, let's go 2 p.m. on Sunday night. It is Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge.
Hey,
guys.
Draw, bro.
Huh?
Draw, bro. Callum Hudson, your boy.
Listen, Callum Hudson-Odoi scored against Chelsea last season, but we won the game. I think we win again. I think it will be a real test for Chelsea because I think Palace will probably sit and do that low block properly. They ain't giving us no high line. They ain't giving us all the space in the world to get in behind. But it's at 2 p.m. on a Sunday night. Oscar's tired. It's time to... You're right, bro. I am tired. 2 p.m. afternoon. I think Chelsea will get through it, but I think we'll scrape through it I think it's going to be a game where Nkunku comes on and saves us, I think.
Yeah. I think this will be an interesting litmus test because as much as I said I've been on my Chelsea hate watch, what I haven't stood and what's really royally annoyed me is just the manner in which West Ham and Brighton approach the games. High line, lackadaisical on the ball. So as you said, I think like this Forest is a real litmus test. This is a proper, well-coached defense. Let's see how you can actually break them down.
Yeah, because make no mistake about it. Villa and Brighton played into our hands. We did put in impressive performances in both, but they played into our hands. Yeah. So SW6 is 5-3.
You're optimistic. I tell you what, if that score comes off, you'll be a millionaire. No way it was needed.
See 3 at home.
Yeah, Chelsea to concede 3.
Yeah. Yuck. And then the final game of that weekend is Brighton hosting Spurs. This is the Super Sunday game.
Come off it, Sky Sports, man.
Brighton Spurs is such a Saturday game. That is not a Sunday game.
Bro.
I could do that 12:30. I could do 12:30.
Yeah, 12:30. What do you mean? 12:30 Sunday?
No, I'm saying it's 12:30 Saturday.
It's a Saturday game.
Yeah,
why are they putting that as a prime time fixture?
Even a 5:30 I could do on a Saturday.
Honestly, Sky Sports need to go in the bin, bro.
It's definitely TV worthy, but I don't think it's Super Sunday.
Mate, allow it, man.
Crazy. But there you have it. That is the top football.
You guys out.
Or if you're gonna do that, swap the times, but put Villa and thing at 4:30, man. Put them lot early, man.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
For flip,
guys, this week there is so much football: Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, then Premier League. It's a lot, you know. There was a game today. There's games tomorrow, all the way up to Thursday. Friday we get a day off, and then we're back on Saturday. Football is on. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Top 4 Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Boys, do we have any final words before we go?
Yeah, no words.
I guess not. All right, guys. We'll be back.
Kimi Räikkönen. What's his name? Kimi, yeah?
Kimi Räikkönen,
bro.
Large up Kimi. Big. We're back next week, obviously. Same time, same place. YouTube.com/Top 4 Podcast.
Subscribe, man. Share. Subscribe.
Like the video, please. There's a couple of people in here still, so make sure that video is liked. Yeah, I can see how.
And I was gonna say that big up. I saw quite a few new names today, man. Big up.
Yeah. Shout out RBS or RSV was it?
Newcastle. Is it Nick? My guy Nick.
Yeah, shout out Nick, bro. Big up everybody that's watched. Well. We appreciate it. You lot have a good evening, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
Yes,